Have a problem? Turn off your station.
Jamie in Green Bay, I see what you did, Rome. You wanted to give this take on your way out the door, so we can't react. We'll see you tomorrow in the open, Rome. No, actually, I told you I wanted to start the show with that. It was unbelievable. For the ones who get it done, Grainger is offering supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as access to product experts ready to answer your toughest questions. Call or click Grainger.com or stop on by. We have a huge call.
Jim, my beef is with that bald-headed blunderdome Coach Salad and his baby boy in New York, Eddie in second grade. This failed experiment with Zach Wilson must end now. The clueless kook hunter has no pocket presence, and that's why he gets laid flat on his back even more times than Methleen does when she visits Eddie in Orlando's famous bait house on a Saturday night. Oh, Rogers, why you have to get hurt? Now our Super Bowl dreams are buried in the dirt. You better listen to Broadway Joe and have Wilson pack your bags and go. That's right, hit the road, Zach. Now I'm done.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I can't believe it. Never mind that Kathleen line, but he got the huge call. Not only did he get on the air, not only was he not run, Parody Larry won the huge call when almost nobody ever does anymore. But Larry did. And boy, Lawrence, have yourself a day, yo. My thanks to Jalen Ford, good guest. Mount Money Smith, great guest. The Big Head and I both riding with Chicago. We're going to lay the points, -3. Had a beef segment. I gave you a little take on the way out the door. See you tomorrow. Come strong. Finish the week strongly. See you then. We're out. Dell's Black Friday event is their biggest sale of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on ultra-sharp monitors and top brand accessories. It is the perfect time to upgrade any home, business, or gaming setup powered by Intel Core processors. So shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of huge savings and free shipping. Once again, Dell.com/deals.
O'Reilly. O'Reilly Auto Parts' new Brake Best Select Pro brand raises the bar for the best aftermarket domestic brake pads and rotors available. For vehicle-specific friction formulations, Quiet-Tech noise-canceling shims, and stainless steel hardware, choose Brake Best Select Pro. Professional-grade brakes from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The Sidebar is the place to be this football season in downtown Greenville. Get your team together for dinner on the patio or inside starting at 5:30 Tuesday through Saturday. Or take a break from work and enjoy the tastiest foods around for lunch Thursday through Saturday from 11:30 to 2:30. And on Sundays, enjoy a delicious fall brunch from 11 to 2. Make your reservation today by calling 751-0151. Follow The Sidebar on Facebook or on Instagram at sidebar.greenville for more details. Go Pirates!
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
With U.S. Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines. So you don't need that robot daughter you built to get a 4th line for family plan pricing.
Oh, Robe Elizabeth? She's not gonna like that.
Your robots will prevail.
Oh boy.
Get the low rate of $19.99 per line. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
Get 1, 2, or 3 lines for $19.99 per line right now at Atlantic Wireless, your U.S. Cellular authorized agent in Bellhaven, Snow Hill, and 3 locations in Greenville.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Here with Christy Conway today from ENC Pirate Realty, and you guys are more than real estate agents.
That's right. We also provide property management services for rental properties. We have found that rental property owners have difficulty managing their rental properties effectively. We can provide full-service property management to those owners to include advertising their homes for rent, tenant screening, rent collections, and maintenance coordination. If you have real estate or property management questions, contact us at encpiraterealty.com. Go Pirates!
Hey, I'm Holt Nailers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Wings Over has always been a great go-to for dinner or a late-night snack, and it still is. But did you know you don't have to wait for dinner to get Wings Over? That's right. Wings Over Greenville is now open for lunch 7 days a week. Get Wings Over for lunch and have it delivered right to the office. Wings Over also caters so everyone at work can enjoy. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the limited edition Cajun garlic flavor. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over, they deliver.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Ahí estaba, en el centro, hoyo de gloria.
Have you scanned your MVP card?
Breakfast was 3 eggs, scrambled light with grits and extra crispy bacon.
Clip, what's up? It's Brian.
I know, Clip, people are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust on this whole thing and make it all better.
Let's get to that conversation now. Here is that.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios. What a lovely day in eastern North Carolina. As I look outside, the sun is shining. I see orange and red and green and yellow on the trees. Beautiful time of year. I think it's about to get colder though, right? Welcome in to the show. We are live on Pirate Radio, 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. You can watch the show on Facebook Live and YouTube. Be interacting with the chat gang. Josh, Steve, and Pike already in. Come hang out, have a good time with us here on this Thursday as we'll talk some hoops, we'll talk some football, and everything in between. Shirley Rhodes here. Chan. The big dog, Glenn Griffin, is around. And, man, we sent Jenny to Boca Raton like earlier this week, right? She's gone. She's long gone. She's in Florida covering ECU and FAU. Eastern Carolina, as FAU refers to us as. We'll get to that in a moment. Coming up on today's show, the big man on campus, Jeff Nadeau. I hadn't said this on the air. Nadeau was so mad about East Carolina getting the backdoor cover on UTSA.
He texted me and said, I need a week off from talking about ECU. I'm scared of what I'm going to say. I need a week off. And all I sent back to him was AIGHT. I figured he was just, had to blow off some steam, whatever. But no, had not heard from him from that point until today when he said, what time are we talking? And so he is a man of his word. He just needed a week off. He couldn't take it for another week. I get it. But he will join us today, and we'll ask him about ECU FAU. Jamie Reed will join us. Full disclosure, peel back the curtain. I recorded this interview earlier today, and it was a great interview. I told him, hey, Jamie, let's go 10, 15 minutes. We ended up going over 20 minutes. He is, let me make sure I have his official title right. But, man, he has been in sports for a long, long time as a trainer and now as the senior director of medical operations for the Texas Rangers. But he's worked with Navy Athletics. He's worked with the O's, the Rays, and everything in between. He is an East Carolina alum, and we just had a great conversation about his days here at ECU, working his way up through the ranks and culminating in a World Series championship for the Rangers. So I think you'll really enjoy that conversation. We'll have that for you coming up at 4 o'clock. Marcus Crandell, ECU Hall of Famer, joins us at 5 o'clock. Another former Pirate, KMO, Kevin Monroe, will join us in the 5 o'clock hour as well. In between all that, we've got the Fleet Feet Rundown, a giveaway, a Buck Scoreboard, and more. So a big Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Does he get a World Series ring? Of course he gets a World Series ring, Jamie. Jamie, I got a question for you. Why do you have 2 Twitter accounts? Answer that for me. Shirley Rhodes, Chon, how we doing, Chon?
Doing good. Friday Eve.
Baby Friday, as some call it.
Yep.
Do you hear about a former Pirate, the highest graded Denver Bronco defensive player?
Oh, can I take a guess?
This season? Yes.
Denver Bronco. Let me ask a hint.
Can I take a guess?
Is he a shock?
Jaquan McMillan.
He is the shock.
Jaquan McMillan.
All right. I don't even have to say it.
Jaquan McMillan.
Now.
Jaquan McMillan.
Jaquan McMillan. Jaquan McMillan.
If I don't hit anything the rest of the show, this will just play.
Jaquan McMillan. He's a shark. You'll never see a shark and a catfish in the same fish tank. A shark always goes forward. It never goes back.
It's like an alarm clock.
It's on replay. It's on a loop.
So I posted every time I see a Jaquan McMillan post on Twitter now, I'm just going to post a video of Chandler saying
Jaquan McMillan.
So that's all the video is.
Jaquan McMillan.
And then it just replays from the start.
Jaquan McMillan.
All right, I'll cut it off now. But congratulations, Jaquan McMillan, highest graded Broncos player this season according to PFF at an 82.1. Awesome. Great stuff. Okay, Steve wants to play a lot of sound bites. Shirley just stepped away. So we're not going to do that right now. We'll do that when she gets back. All right, here let me talk about what we got.
Talk about it a little bit for sure.
Coming up tonight, 7 o'clock. Are you leaving early today?
Yes.
So at Minges Coliseum, East Carolina women taking on USC Upstate.
Wrong. 6 o'clock.
Did I say 7?
Yes.
That's funny because I was about to say tip-off is at 7. But before I said that, I was going to say tip-off was at 6 because I knew that because you got to leave early for a big ceremony.
Yes.
But anyway, I screwed it up.
Hey, people screw up. In fact, for example, me, I do it all the time.
How do you get over it? How do you come back?
You just got to keep moving forward. Like a shark, you got to move forward. You never go backwards. You got to go forward.
That's my problem.
You got to be a shark. You got to go forward.
I'm like the humpback whale. Sometimes I can go backwards, side to side.
Can you make a humpback whale sound?
So yeah,
humpback whale.
He's a well.
He's a well.
You'll never see a well and a barracuda in the same fish tank. He's a
Never
well.
have.
Never have.
Humpback.
So tonight, 6 o'clock, ECU women versus USC Upstate. Pirates 1-0 in the year.
Mm-hmm.
Clamp down season is here. They will be unveiling the AAC Championship banner atop of Minges Coliseum. First 500 fans.
First 500 fans get a little mini replica
banner of that championship. And Chon will be over there covering that for us, getting some pictures, video, reaction, and all the above. So that is 6 o'clock, Minges Coliseum, women's home opener. Go Pirates.
Can't wait.
Go Pirates.
They're wanting fans to be in their seats by 5:40.
Get your butt in your seat by 5:40.
I'm going to be there by 5:20.
Head on over to Minges. Have us tuned in on the radio. When you cut your car off, take your phone, pull up YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Watch the rest of the show as you're in Minges. Fair?
Fair.
Coming up Saturday, we're with you. 12 o'clock, Bud Light pregame tailgate, East Carolina FAU. Last I saw the line was around 7.5, down from 11. I'll check it again in a moment. We will be with you throughout that 4 hours. Now, during that show, ECU basketball will tip off 2 o'clock against the Fighting Camels of Campbell. We'll preview that one tomorrow on the show with Chris Haymeyer. So we will be watching ECU hoops while we talk Pirate football. Are you really going to leave me behind and go to the game?
Yeah, if we got people here to cover, I can go out there and get some content and do one more. It's all about doing one more around here.
Josh says the line of the football game is at 7.
Do you not want me to go?
Here's the thing. I want you to be happy, but I also selfishly I don't like that I'm here and you get to go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I get it.
Kind of a jealousy thing.
Jealousy.
And I did ask, would you like to really step up to the plate here and take over the pregame show? And I will go to the basketball game. I think that would be a nice passing of the torch moment. You've sat in this chair and closed out Pirate Radio Live. You've sat in that chair, ran the audio. You've sat in that chair, did the video. You've never sat in the Bud Light pregame tailgate captain seat.
Let me get my receipts out. All right. You have said multiple times that the Bud Light pregame tailgate is your favorite show here at Pirate Radio. I can't let you do that.
Did I really say that?
Let's hold on just a second. Let me just check my receipts.
Did I say it multiple times?
Oh, yeah, multiple times.
Damn it. You got me.
Gotcha.
You got me. All right, I'll be here. You'll be there. We'll be watching the game here and getting you ready for a 4 o'clock East Carolina FAU kickoff. Then after the game, the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show will be taking your calls. Hell, we might take some Hoops fans calls. I think we'll get a few basketball calls on Saturday night.
Why not?
That'll be fun.
Third half.
We'll do that after the game coming up on Saturday. So that's where we are right now. Then volleyball's on the road. So, yeah, a lot of ECU athletics going on. All right, Shirley.
Yes, sir.
Steve wants to hear some sound clips. Are you ready? Haven't done this in a while.
Uno momento.
Get warmed up. See if Shirley's...
Got to make sure my pots are up.
See if Shirley still got it.
All right.
After all these years.
Let me make sure I have the right page. Go for it.
Clipper! Go Gator!
Go Gator!
Burgley. I'm a former long snapper.
I'm a former long snapper.
2 little butt cheeks.
It's 2 little butt cheeks.
Swinging dingers.
Yeah. Swinging dingers.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
I got a little taco meat on my chest.
It was in the men's section.
It was in the men's section.
Here is that.
Oh, switch. Yeah.
Here is that.
All right. All right. I want me some glory hole.
Right. Whoop, wrong one.
I want me some glory hole.
Ric Flair. Woo! Ric Flair. Woo! On a streaker's hair.
I want to shake his hand.
My guy.
My guy.
All right.
What's up, my guy?
Well done, Shirley.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Steve. Pike liked the stream. We appreciate that. Jamie says he doesn't really know why he has 2 Twitter accounts. All right. Steve said his mom's radiation started today. Prayers appreciated. All right, Steve, you will get those. No doubt. Josh referenced a... did you hear about this? Do a little Jay Leno here. Did you hear about this story?
Did you see?
So a dentist office.
Oh, I saw this on your Twitter page or X or whatever.
X. Let's see. Raleigh, North Carolina. A North Carolina orthodontist is giving some patients a free Glock 19 with their dental treatment as part of a promotion called Grins and Glocks. Dr. Jason Gladwell, owner of Gladwell Orthodontics, says the promotion has gotten a lot more attention than he thought it would. He said, quote, anytime you talk about firearms, it can be a polarizing subject, he said. Through the promotion, certain patients who sign up for Invisalign treatment have the choice between a free Glock, which retails for more than $500, and a membership at the Youngsville Gun Club and Range. Gladwell says the promotion was initially only sent to patients on the gun club's email list. So there you go. You can go get your teeth looking pretty and a free gun. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
Josh said, Clip, I'm headed to get my teeth straightened and my waist strapped. You want to ride along? I'll ride shotgun with you, buddy. I'll 4 or 5 them. Kill a person on my song and really do it. That's the true meaning of a ghost rider. You know who said that, Chandler?
DMX.
No, if he said it, he would have been, that was The Game.
Oh.
The Game.
What game?
The Game. Jamie says, what sports news sources are you guys mainly using nowadays?
Not yours. Oh, yes, I did.
Why did you do that?
Oh, yes,
Why you got to be
did.
like that? Jamie, I still click on ESPN.com. I mean, mostly I'm on Twitter, and I see links to stories that way. I mean, Twitter is my main source for everything now.
X.
But I still go to ESPN.com if I want a quick look at the scoreboard, at standings. Now, if I'm on my phone, Score app, but again, that's just for scores, standings, things like that. For news, I understand, like, The Athletic is very good as far as covering sports, but I don't go there. Yeah, I'm whatever is linked on X, pretty much. I got a question for you guys.
Listening.
So, I went to the closet today and was going through some tops. And some tops. Male blouses. And
It was in the men's section.
I was thumbing through and came to this shirt. And I was like, why don't I wear this shirt? This is an awesome shirt. And then I realized why. So I had moved many years ago to 3XL and much more comfortable. I've lost a little weight recently, not super noticeable, but I can tell when I put my paints on and in some of the shirts and coats I wear. So, and I wear some XX shirts too, but it's not this fabric. This is a very thin, tight on your body, shows all your curves fabric. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm gonna wear this shirt. So, Shirley, Chandler, how do you feel about this XXL tight fitted shirt? What do you think? How does it look?
Can you stand up right quick?
Sure. Can you scan your MVP
Can you
card?
scan your XX shirt?
Okay. Let me get my pants up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Turn to the side, please.
Okay.
Okay. Backwards.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Okay, you can
Two
sit
little
back
butt
down.
cheeks. I like it. What about you, Cheryl?
There's a word that comes to mind.
Sausage.
Oh, little sausage casing action going on.
Yeah, a little sausage casing action going on right there. No, now I will say you can tell that it is. It's not like shrink wrap.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a little bit of for lack of a better term, wiggle room. So it's not shrink wrap sausage. It's maybe loosely wrapped sausage.
Okay.
Does that help?
It does. It does. I mean, I feel the same way.
What are you doing to lose weight?
One thing I don't do that I did. Well, one thing was I'm not drinking alcohol.
Yeah,
But I try not to, and I really, sometimes I still do. But like eat after dinner. I don't eat anything after dinner. I feel like that has helped me a lot.
Yeah, I know somebody that's lost a good amount of weight, and he said that biggest thing is that he cut out eating past like 9-10 o'clock.
Yeah, that's mainly my thing.
And he cut out sodas and stuff like that.
Nah, I still haven't done that. Pretty bad on that. I try not to overindulge, but I didn't have one on Tuesday, and Mully came in. He was like, "What's wrong? You seem down." And like, if I don't have my soda, I feel weird. That's bad, but that's the reality of
addiction.
Yes, I'm addicted.
Yeah,
I'm addicted.
I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah,
and that would be $200.
All right. Well, thank you all. Hey, look, Shirley, thank you for your honesty. I appreciate it.
I mean, that's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, I don't pull any punches. I'm not going to sit here and blow sunshine up your rear.
And I appreciate that.
Thank you for not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my rear free of all sunshine. Jerry's lost 60 pounds. No soda and no second helpings of food. I am a big meal portion guy. Jerry, I might try that one too, though. Try not to have so much at dinner.
You know what I just did?
What'd you do?
I had McDonald's.
I saw that, and I saw what you did.
2 bacon McDoubles. Then I got a spicy McCrispy.
Good God.
You just take the bun off.
Yeah.
And then it's just...
I noticed you had no bread.
Yep.
You went...
I go through phases of...
I was going to say, are you back on the keto diet again?
I'm trying to get back on it. I did that during COVID and lost about 60 pounds, 60, 70 pounds. And I also walked 4 miles a day. And then I stopped doing that, and boy, did it come back.
David said that shirt really shows off your moves. I know. It does. Jack said, looks good, buddy. Maybe he likes my moves. Thanks, Jack. Jamie says, Shirley said she thinks of sausage when she sees you. That is true. Jamie said, I've never heard a man say tops when talking about his shirt. I know, Jamie, that was kind of the joke. You just kind of say something people aren't expecting and gets a little chuckle out of them. I've never been to comedy school or anything, but kind of a comedy 101, like a misdirection type thing. Say a word people aren't expecting. It gets a little rise out of them. You get it, Jamie? Get it? Do you get it? Jerry says, I still can eat what I want, just in moderation. Chad says, thinking about Shirley the past few days, let's have a Shirley Appreciation Day. My favorite memories include conversations in the outfield of softball games and arguing about new kids on the block. Well, we've already started this show, and we've already got guests lined up, but I do like the idea of having a full Shirley Appreciation Day on Pirate Radio Live. I'd say let's do that before the end of the year.
Okay. We can do that.
Mine was fun, Shirley. You're going to enjoy yours.
Okay.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, that's right. We did have a Chandler Appreciation Day. I forgot
Day.
that. Yeah. It took me a minute to figure that out.
Jamie said, with 2 bacon burgers and chicken sandwich, you might as well just eat the bread.
It's not that big.
I agree, Jamie. That was 2 bacon McDoubles and a chicken sandwich.
They're like that big.
Okay.
They're like that big.
Hey, to his
They're
credit,
not like a quarter pounder.
Sure.
A Royale with
Even
cheese.
though that does sound good.
Jerry says, drink lots of water. Keeps you from getting hungry as much. Yeah, I know, but water's...
Water's
I don't have a taste.
Water sucks.
I'm drinking it right now. I appreciate water.
Now there is this watermelon strawberry like powder stuff you can put in the water that tastes really, really good.
Yeah.
I tend to burn through it, and then I'm like, oh crap, I've got to go. There's only one place you can get it. You can only get it at Walmart.
Chris said, go look at the archives from last year, and you'll see you've lost more than a little bit of weight, Clip. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it. You know what? I'm going to come in with an XL shirt on tomorrow. And then on Saturday, I'm going to wear...
sausage.
I'm going to wear a large. And then on Sunday, I'm going to wear a medium.
Medium?
And then on Monday, I'm coming in here with a small. A small top, Jamie. Let's take a break. Good segment.
What a segment.
What a segment. Jeff Nadeau joins us. You're really going to enjoy the interview with Jamie Reed at 4 o'clock. Senior Director of Medical Operations with the Texas Rangers. And talked about a lot of athletes he's treated throughout the decades. Good stuff with Jamie Reed. We got the Cran Man, Marcus Crandell. We've got Kevin Monroe, the Bucs scoreboard. Still got some audio to get to from yesterday. Tom Herman talked about ECU. And FAU has multiple articles on their website calling us Eastern Carolina. We got to get to all that. And we will on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music. Every Monday, open mic night. Tuesday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday night, line dancing and music from DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day during football season with NFL jersey giveaways and more. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. Y'all come get bucked up. Go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Shimmer Boutique has something for everyone in the family this holiday season. Locally owned and operated, Shimmer Boutique offers a wide variety of apparel for men's, women's, and youth, along with a huge selection of accessories and jewelry with the newest brand, Kendra Scott. Shimmer is your one-stop shop for the whole family this holiday season, offering customizable embroidery and free gift wrapping. 'Tis the season to be jolly for easy holiday shopping at Shimmer Boutique. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for new items arriving daily, or place an order at shimmerboutiqueonline.com.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Looking for a comfortable mattress at a great price? Come by Farmers Home Furniture in Washington today and check out their wide selection of mattresses. Farmers Home Furniture has Serta mattresses and a variety of therapeutic mattresses and adjustable bases that can match with their wide selection of mattresses. Need financing? Farmers has 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day, same as cash, plus 12 and 24 months interest-free options. See sales consultant for details. Farmers Home Furniture, West 5th Street in Washington. Your new mattress Mattress is waiting for you.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Seared Shop House, Greenville's go-to restaurant for premium scratch-made entrees, paired with an impressive selection of wines and cocktails. Seared Shop House. Whether you're celebrating an anniversary, birthday, a special night out, or just want to have the best meal in town, come see why Seared is the place where great atmosphere and great food collide. Seared is now open for lunch Monday through Friday, and be sure to stop in for the best brunch in town Saturday and Sunday. They also offer pickup and delivery. Head to SearedShopHouse.com for online ordering.
This is Dale Murphy, two-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to go. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Happy to have Jeff Nadeau joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line, because he told me a couple weeks ago he needed a break. He couldn't come on and talk about ECU anymore. He was so upset with that backdoor cover against UTSA. He said, don't have me on anymore. I may hurt your relationship with the team at least next week. And I just said, all right. And I didn't know if Jeff just needed to blow off some steam or whatever. But I didn't hear back from him until today. And he said, hey, what time are we going on? I said, hey, let's go 3:25, 3:30. He was like, all right. So, Jeff, you are a man of your word, a man of honor, if you will. You really just needed a week off. Hopefully you've calmed down a little bit. But we are very pleased to have you on the show. How you doing, big man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me back, Clip.
Great to hear your voice, man. Nadeau, the Pirates have somehow covered a couple in a row now, including against Tulane last week, and it is the same script every week. Now, the defense had maybe their worst game of the year against UTSA. They bounced back in a big way Saturday against Tulane, but again, the offense lets them down. Offense runs 41 plays. Offense, I don't believe, got to 200 yards of offense against the Green Wave. Now they go to FAU, lined open at 11. It's down to 7, and I get it. I don't have a lot of confidence East Carolina will go down to Boca Raton and win, but I do think they'll be in the game because their defense keeps them in the game. So are you at this point just staying away from East Carolina? Are you fading ECU? What do you think about ECU FAU this Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I think I have to, just because, like, I don't know, like, every game I watch of ECU, they struggle to get to 200 yards, and then I bet on them are against them, and they score 17 points in the first quarter. And it's like, it's just, I don't know. I don't want to say too much because, again, I shouldn't get emotional, but, like, I can count on, they always say that if you've ever seen Rounders, Mike makes the point that most gamblers never remember the wins. They always remember the losses, though. And, that's how I feel with ECU. I have no idea. I mean, you should move the ball against FAU, but, I mean, who knows with this team?
Real quick on the flip side of that, Jamie's got a question in the YouTube chat. Is there a team in college and pro that you feel confident, really well, and therefore always bets them well? And this can go, well, I'll let you answer, Nadeau, but for me, it's like I do like to ride with a team that's hot or fade a team that's not. But you really got to be like ahead of the curve. You got to know when to fold them, so to speak. So how long will you ride a team like that? So we'll say college basketball. If you're on a team early this year, will you just go with them every game until they let you down, or do you kind of pick your spots?
Well, I think every game's relative. You have to obviously, those teams are always going to get really the benefit of the doubt, but, everything's different. I think as a gambler, you can't be too in love with a team, too down on a team. Then there's just teams that you just can't back, and you just have to wait till next year. And, there's situations that kind of run their course. So, for instance, in football, college football, generally, I've always enjoyed betting on military schools, particularly like Air Force, Army, teams like that. But you have to realize certain seasons that they're not particularly good. In college basketball, it's finding the Power 5 opponents and you're kind of attacking the bottom 10 in America, just laying big numbers, things that nature. So, no, I wouldn't say there's particular teams that I'll always bet on. I think the biggest mistake gamblers make is, betting on their favorite team. And regardless of what the situation is, they bet on them every week. I mean, that's just a situation where you're just begging to, just throw money away.
Jeff Nadeau joining us. I did want to start with hoops today, kind of throughout the ECU football thing, and we'll circle back to football. But, Jeff, early on, what teams do you like this year? And again, it's all relative, like you said, matchups. But teams that you really think you will be back in this year, teams you got futures on. Who are some of your teams to watch this season?
Well, I think the best team in the country is Houston. I think I'd put them really above any team. Houston is a group culture-wise that's always fantastic. We know that Kelvin's built something down there. You look at defensively, I mean, they're going to be absolutely elite, always on that end. You look at the last several years, I mean, they're constantly a top 10 defensive efficiency team. I mean, you look at since really 2019, that was the last time they weren't top 10, and that year they were 11th in defensive efficiency. So, I mean, this team's always top 10 defensive efficiency, but when you look at this year, this is the best offensive team I can remember at Houston. They had, L.J. Cryer, who was one of the top transfer players out of Baylor. They bring in Damian Dunn, who was terrific at Temple, just a pure scorer, a guy that can really shoot the ball. And they have a bunch of kids that were already there that are going to make a big dent. This is the best team in the country. This is the best roster in the country. They're deep. They don't make a lot of stupid mistakes. They're a great rebounding team. They turn you over and don't turn it over. They're just elite.
Jeff Nadeau joining us. Nadeau, I saw you tweet last week about ECU basketball and how you like Coach Schwartz and what he's got this year. I couldn't find a line for Monday. I put out a mythical line of 28, and they won by 30, so they covered my mythical line. They got Campbell coming up this Saturday. Unfortunately, part of your tweet talked about Cam Hayes, and I don't think we're going to see him this year unless we get some kind of in-season ruling like Tez Walker did with North Carolina football. So they might be without Cam Hayes the entire year, which is a big hit. But Pirates have a ton coming back with Brandon Johnson, R.J. Felton, Ezra Ozar, bring in Pettiford. And again, just in an era of transfers and all that, East Carolina, ton of retention from last year where they showed a few signs in year one of Mike Schwartz. So you can speak on the Pirates, but how about the American, outside of the obvious, FAU and Memphis? Who do you like this year in the AAC? Who are some teams to watch in your opinion?
Well, I think this is a continued joke of these transfer rules. You let 25% of the nation's players transfer, yet certain players can't get eligible. It's stupid. I mean, it makes no sense. I guess you just assume nowadays that every kid's going to be available, ready to play. But unfortunately, that's not what we have this year. I mean, as far as this conference, to be fair, I'm not sure that there's anyone I consider backing. I mean, North Texas is interesting with their new coach, Ross Hodge. Obviously, Grant McCassin moves over to Texas Tech. I mean, they're always going to be an elite defensive team. SMU under Rob Lanier, he comes over from Georgia State. I feel like they're pretty deep. They've got some decent guard play. But outside of that, there's not much I like here. I think the gulf between even FAU and Memphis is quite large. I think a team that I'd probably say would be number 3 would maybe Wichita under Paul Mills. He was the coach over at Oral Roberts. They always have some good offensive teams there at Oral Roberts. He kind of brings that over here. But yeah, I mean, outside of this conference, outside of the two, I don't really have much interest in anyone.
Jeff Nadeau joining us. We've already got a line for the showdown on Friday night, Arizona at Duke. I remember in previous years talking to you, Jeff. You're not a huge fan of the neutral site tournaments and all that. You like home court games. You get one here in Cameron Indoor, and Duke is a 5.5-point favorite at home Friday night against Arizona. So, I know you're an off the beaten path guy. You're going to pick your spots, but any take on Arizona Duke for Friday night?
Yeah, I love Arizona here. I had this number at 3. I'm surprised that it's up above 4. That's crazy to me. I think Arizona is a team that I finally have interest in betting on. I'm not a big Kirk Kriisa guy, and I was really not interested in playing them last year because of it. I felt like Caleb Love. I mean, this is kind of a great situation for him, coming in. Arizona is a team that I like in the non-conference. They generally punish opponents. They've got a bunch of really good European players, and this is the difference when you get a guy like Tommy Lloyd. He's a great recruiter. He was the king of recruiting when he was at Gonzaga. He was the guy that was getting them the Sabonis's, the Hachimuras. He's an elite recruiter, and you add Caleb Love, you add Keyshawn Johnson, who was at San Diego State. I mean, that's an embarrassment of riches out there for Tommy. I think that's surely the best team on the West Coast. I'm surprised this number is over 2 baskets, basically. Well, I guess essentially it's not, but you know what I'm saying. It's up over 4. I think Arizona can surely go in and win this game. I like Arizona in this game.
Another team in the Pac-12, Jeff. I had a lot of time, a lot of fun tailing USC a couple years ago in the tournament. Rode with them some last year, didn't have as much success, but I liked them the other night against K-State, and so I watched that game, and they are they put a little too much sauce on it, a few too many behind the backs and things like that, but they are really fun to watch. Get out in transition, can throw it down, got some big offensive weapons, can move. They're pretty fun to watch. Do they have any staying power in the Pac-12 or even nationally this year? What's your take on the Trojans?
Yeah, they're very interesting, obviously. I mean, the big, obviously, news with them, is obviously that LeBron James Jr. is there. We're not going to see him play, though. You look at Collier, I mean, he was, I would say he's probably the second best player in this class, in this grouping. I mean, he's elite.
Yeah.
We saw game 1. I look at tonight, I mean, I don't know how Bakersfield score. I kind of wondered that myself. This number's come down a little bit. But, yeah, I think USC as a whole is really interesting. I like Boogie Ellis there. He doesn't have to be the main guy. Obviously, DJ Rodman there as well. He's obviously an interesting name. I like USC. They're finally starting to get some of these big play recruits. It's almost a shame that LeBron James Jr. isn't going to play, just because it would be kind of interesting. That said, he wouldn't even be close to being the best player in this team. The best LeBron kid is Bryce. He's going to be an elite player, but yeah, I like USC as well. That's a good conference as usual out there.
Jeff Nadeau joining us while we got you here, Jeff. Let's switch gears to football real quick. Anything you like tonight, Friday, or Saturday that you got your eye on in college football?
Yeah, I'll stick to the AAC. Temple, South Florida over. Temple had the return of our friend E.J. Warner. Threw for over 100 yards, 4 touchdowns against Navy. Put up 32 points in that game. South Florida is right now, over the last 4 games, I think this is the worst defense in America. This team is lost on the defensive end, and they actually have a pretty good quarterback, Byron Brown. I don't see where the stops come from in this game. This game, to me, was first 40 wins. I've been picking on South Florida recently. They just can't get any stops.
That game coming up on Saturday at noon down in Tampa, and boy, that is in the high 60s right now with those two teams. Nadeau, anything on Sunday? Man, we looked at the slate. Not a great NFL slate this week, but hopefully it'll lead to some fun games anyway. But I guess biggest game is Niners, Jags, maybe Lions, Chargers. Anything catch your eye? Your Eagles got a bye coming up. Anything you're interested in the NFL?
I'm sure we won't see the effects of it this year, but the truth of the matter is this is a bad product, the NFL. It used to be great. The fantasy stuff sucks due to the quarterback play. The quarterback play is just really caught up, and it's just not good.
Yeah.
Look around the league, Clip. There are more bad quarterbacks than good.
Oh, we've talked about that, man. We've got, and I feel like I know quite a bit about sports. There's a lot of these guys I've never heard of or have barely heard of that are starting NFL games this week.
Yeah, it's Landmine City. My advice would be to just kind of stick with the teams that there's very few that I'd be willing to bet on. Obviously, you want to stick to teams like the Ravens, the Bengals. 49ers Jags is a good one. But yeah, for me, I got to tell you, Clip. Even the Eagles. Like a friend of mine called me that night and said, "What you didn't get?" I had it on the background, but I just don't care that much. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I find a spot or two that I like to bet on it, but. For me, it's just not very interesting. It's hard to keep track of. Most of these teams are just dreadful. It's bad football.
Nadeau, great to hear from you, man. We'll talk more college hoops and football next week. We'll see if we can track you down Saturday. We'll be on the air from noon to 4 on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Maybe dive into some more college football if we can get you on Saturday.
Sounds good.
Thank you, man. There is the big man on campus, Jeff Nadeau, Sit Down Podcast. And, man, we're talking about all this football. It's 3:44. Haven't even mentioned, and this is sad. This is sad for me. Chandler, I don't want you to turn into me. I want you to see the way I am, see the things I do, and use it as a what not to do and what not to turn into. And Chandler comes in today, no Kuechly jersey, no hat. We haven't even talked about it off the air all day. We haven't said one word about the Panthers playing tonight. And that is sad. But is that where we're at? Is that really where we're at? Excitement level 0?
That loss last week really punched me in the gut.
That was the one?
I'm still searching for air.
Yeah.
Even Ellerby, I said something to him. I was talking to him and Bram Anderson outside earlier. And I said, well, I hope the Panthers can win tonight. He said, they play tonight? I said, yes, unfortunately. But, yeah.
Bram might have it on one of the TVs.
I hope so. But right. will the sound be on? Nah,
they'll have, Cal State Bakersfield basketball on the sound. No, of course they'll have the Panthers on, but that's where we are. I mean, it's a sad state of affairs.
I mean, and it's also doesn't help that we're playing the Bears, who are also just as bad.
Help the Bears.
Not, worse, but... Yeah, I know, but I'm going to be watching the game tonight. I'm going to have my Kuechly jersey on, and so I know it's just, and in fact I remember watching. Was it last week? It was the Steelers. Was the Steelers Thursday night game last week?
Titans,
Steelers and Titans, and I remember watching it with my roommate, who's a Steelers fan, and they showed the promotion for next week's Thursday night game, and I said, oh crap, we play next Thursday night. I didn't even know that we're playing tonight this time last week.
I'll tell you who's not going to be into it, and you're going to be able to hear it in his voice, is Al Michaels. He's going to say, why am I
calling this game?
He'll look at his bank account and find the reason. But, man, to drag Al Michaels, what is this, in Chicago? Probably cold there.
Yeah. Get to hear Kirk Herbstreit break down my quarterback and Bryce Young.
Well, good luck. I tried last week, man. I really tried to pull the Panthers through with you, and I'm not going to do that again.
All right. That's fine. That's your choice, and I respect that. Great respect to you. So I do appreciate you at least trying last week.
When we return, a ton of disrespect going East Carolina's way from FAU. We'll tell you about that. And wrap up hour number 1. Coming up hour 2, my conversation with Jamie Reed, East Carolina alum, Senior Director of Medical Operations for the world champion Texas Rangers. He's been with the O's. He's been with the Rays, Navy Athletics, and great conversation with Jamie coming up. Got our Fleet Feet rundown. We got Marcus Crandell, Kevin Monroe, a giveaway. All of that and more on the way on Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted number 1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Taylor from Fleet Feet, making sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season. Locally owned and operated by ECU alums Chris and Kendra Lunyon, Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoes, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come see us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf and Ski location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cucinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sup Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cucinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cucinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
Are you having a hard time participating in the activities you love due to pain? Well, then you need a good stretch or perhaps a massage. At Bodies and Balance, they offer massage therapy, assisted stretching, and Graston techniques to help provide solutions. With years of experience, the team at Bodies and Balance can create a stretch or massage program that is right for you. Mention Pirate Radio to get your first free stretch and your first massage for only $1 per minute. Call 916-4530 to get on the schedule, or you can visit them online at bodiesandbalance.com. The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-styled restaurant and bar, and there's always something special happening at the Rick House. Join us for lunch. It's our 2 for $20 lunch special during the week, and it's the perfect spot for that lunch business meeting. The Rick House celebrates the last Thursday of every month with a special wine tasting, and our buffet brunch is to die for. Follow the Rick House on Facebook for the latest schedule. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville. The Rick House.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
The Angus Grill is your premier spot for the best burgers, cheesesteaks, and brisket sandwiches around. Join us for our unmatched variety of burger combinations, from the mushroom bacon Swiss burger to the jalapeno popper burger to the original Angus classic. Pair that burger with our amazing onion rings, tots, fries, or sweet potato fries. Angus Grill, with 4 amazing locations in Eastern North Carolina, including Winterville near Pitt Community College, on Jarvis Street in Uptown Greenville, and on Statensburg Road near the hospital. It's the best burger around, guaranteed.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear is your one-stop shop to help promote your business and always provide superior customer service. No matter what apparel you need for your team or customers, University Sportswear can make it happen. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Go Pirates!
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, Office Coordinator for ECU Football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006 and are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 1. We'll wrap up this hour. So, saw this earlier today. Let's see if it's still up there. FAU Athletics, FAUsports.com. And we'll go check out some of their articles. Owls opened the season with a win in the Barstool Invitational. You got that. Florida Atlantic women about to open up the season. This is 2 remaining home games. Vote for Wester. Look at the story. There are 2 home games remaining. Yada, yada, yada. LaJonte Wester, Bolitnikov, Hornig Award candidate, will lead the Florida Atlantic University Owls when they play host to Eastern Carolina University. That was put up November 8th. We got a story about, looks like women's, some kind of recruiting. We've got track and field. Dusty Mays going to be on a podcast. And then we go to the 7th of November. Owls' attention turns to ECU. 2 home games remaining on the 2023 schedule. Florida Atlantic University football's eyes turn to Eastern Carolina University and preparation for the Pirates and this Saturday's 4 p.m. contest. So, boom. They are going all in. 2 Eastern Carolina universities on the pages of FAUsports.com. Ton of disrespect.
Talk about a double whammy, or should I say, double yammy.
When I saw this morning, what I really wanted to do was prank call their SID, but like,
should he be fired?
I looked
like
up,
Malcolm Gray.
Yeah, FAU's Malcolm Gray should be fired. Can you play that call real quick, Shirley?
Which one?
Malcolm Gray. Yeah. But pretend we're saying the name of FAU's sports information guy.
All right, hold on.
I'm holding. I got nothing but time.
This is what I'm saying. This is not NIL. This is malpractice. Malcolm Gray, where are you? I should have gone trick-or-treating and rung your doorbell so you could hear me. This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. Wait, why did he blame Malcolm?
I don't understand the Malcolm reference.
Cut it.
We should have went to his house on Halloween night to tell him that it's East Carolina, not Eastern Carolina.
East Carolina.
How simple is that?
Welcome to the AAC FAU.
This is not their first time playing us and being in a conference with us.
Well, yeah, but this is some, like, probably kid pumping out these meaningless articles that nobody reads on FAUsports.com that doesn't know what East Carolina is. And Jerry says, and Josh called them FIU. Robert says FUA. I just get it right. Well, I wanted to do a prank call, but I did look it up. Florida is a 2-party consent state where both parties have to be aware they're being recorded. So, I didn't want to get, Ellerby in trouble or something. But, man, I had some good ideas.
Good research.
I know. I did the research.
That's really good research.
I Googled that up today.
That amazes me that you did that.
Because if it said, only one side of the party needed to know they were being recorded, it would have inclined me more to do it. Mike P says, call them Florida Appalachian University. Why? Todd says, will the Pirates keep the receipts? Exactly. I think I know what you're saying, Todd. Hey, let's beat them. if they call us Eastern Carolina and then go out there and kick our ass Saturday, I mean, what can we say?
Nothing.
Like, we can say, hey, your idiot intern or whoever wrote that story on FAUsports.com is a moron. But we're 1-9.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go win the game. And then all of our social media people can put out Eastern Carolina, like, jokes about that and make fun of Florida Atlantic's name. And it'll be fun. We'll have fun.
We'll have a good old time.
It'll just be a good old time.
Have a blast.
If we lose, like, I don't know. I love junk talking, but when, like, I can't say much about another team because of the Commanders in the NFL, you know? I can't, it's not fun when you don't have anything to tout. You know what I'm saying? I need something to be excited about on my end to talk junk about your team. And right now, East Carolina is at the bottom of the barrel in the American because Temple has a win. So East Carolina's 0-5. Every other team in the American has a win at this point. Even lowly Tulsa. Charlotte has 2 wins. Biff has 2 freaking wins. We have 0. We have 0 wins over an FBS teams this year.
What was the preseason poll? Did they have Charlotte last?
They picked it last. Yeah, they picked Biff last, and they should have picked Biff last.
And look at us now. We're at the bottom.
We are at the bottom.
We're at the bottom, looking up at Biff.
Only one team has scored less points this year than East Carolina in the American, and that is Charlotte. It's Biff. Biff, in 5 conference games, has put up a total of 75 points. East Carolina, in 5 conference games, has put up a total of 71 points. We have less points than Charlotte, and yeah, we saw them play here. Without a gift, we wouldn't score a touchdown. So I don't like the Eastern Carolina stuff, but let's do something about it. Let's win a football game.
Keep your receipts. I know usually they say, hey, do you want your receipt back? And you just say no, like, I'm good.
Just email it to me.
Just keep your receipt.
Charlie says Eastern Carolina has a chance to go 1-0. That's a positive spin on it. Jack says Florida Pacific. FPU. It's kind of funny. I was going to tell them on that prank call that if they did not fix it, I was going to go to Alfred Morris's Wikipedia page and change every FAU to FAPU. That's what I was going to do. Do you know how to get into Wikipedia, Chon?
No, but I know somebody that does.
Do me a favor. Can you contact that guy?
You have his number too. He listens to this show.
Okay, well, you can do it. Tell them to go to...
Because I can't remember what he did.
Are you talking about Steve?
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, if you're out there, and I know you're a fellow Alfred Morris fan just like me, and I'm sorry this has to come down on Alfred Morris. Could you do me a favor and go to his Wikipedia page? And this is the way he's just going to get some stray bullets on this, because, like, he doesn't deserve this.
He's like, man, who keeps saying F-A-poo? Who keeps saying F-A-poo, man? I don't deserve this, man. What the hell's going on around here, man? Why are they saying F-A-poo in my Wikipedia, man?
The first sentence of Alfred Bruce Morris's Wikipedia page, he's an American professional football running back. He played college football at Florida Atlantic. If you could do me a solid and change that to F-A-poo, I would appreciate it. Because we're fighting back. We're not taking this. You know what? We're not laying down. We're fighting back. Show me a FAPoo, screenshot it, and I appreciate it in advance. Let's take a break. When we return, this is the great thing about this show. We can talk about FAPoo, and then we can class it up with a great interview. Jamie Reed, former part ECU alum, senior director of medical operations with the Texas Rangers, was a head athletic trainer for years with the Navy athletics programs, with the O's, with the Rays, and he's been with the Rangers now for 21 years. And he's got some great stories. We'll get to know his upbringing, how he made it to ECU. some of his favorite players he's worked with along the way, and more. That is on the way. Pirate Radio Live, Hour 2. Back with you after this.
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
In football, it takes great offense, defense, and special teams to make the perfect team. With New Blue, it takes great service in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC to make the perfect team. This is Aaron Williams with Ease Plumbing, and we have teamed up with Viva Electric and Roland Black Heating and Cooling to form New Blue Service Group. Same great local team, same great local service. Let us help you tackle any issues you may have. Just go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Go Pirates.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Greetings, friends of Eastern North Carolina. If you're looking for a great place to work with competitive pay and a multitude of advancement opportunities, Pitt County Schools is hiring. We employ over 3,500 people, and we're one of the largest employers in Pitt County. We are currently seeking teachers, bus drivers, school nutrition personnel, facility staff, custodians, clerical staff, and more. We offer advanced leadership opportunities for our educators and competitive pay for our skilled labor force. If you want to be part of a thriving school system that focuses on educating students, growing our employees, and promoting positive mental and physical health initiatives, we encourage you to become a part of our Pitt County Schools family to help ensure success for the future of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. And remember, education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools. Live and lead.
Take control of your health with ArcPoint Labs. There are a number of hormones that are important for a male's general health, other than just the common thought of testosterone. The ArcPoint Labs Overall Men's Health Panel test for complete blood count, liver and kidney function, cholesterol, thyroid levels, and more. Get a simple blood test today by getting started at arcpointlabs.com or call 629-6228. ArcPoint Labs. Accurate, reliable, confidential testing. Visit artpointlabs.com.
Nothing freshens up a space like a new coat of paint. And no one east of Raleigh makes painting easier than CertaPro. Residential or commercial, inside and outside, CertaPro is your dependable painting experts. CertaPro's concern is about getting your painting done right and making sure you're satisfied. Whether you have a large or small job, professional quality is what you will get. Let us come to your home or business and give you a free quote. CertaPro takes all the worry away from your painting project. Go to CertaPro.com and click on Clayton Greenville. That's CertaPro. CertaPro.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live, still to come. ECU Hall of Famer Marcus Crandell will join us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Kevin Monroe will do the same. We'll have our Fleet Feed Rundown coming your way. We'll make you a winner and have more for you on the show. And right now, got a great interview for you. Jamie Reed is an ECU alum. He is the Senior Director of Medical Operations. He has been with the Rangers for 21 years and been involved in athletic training for 4 decades now. And he joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. And Jamie, it is great to have you on the show. We appreciate your time. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, obviously, and I appreciate you having me on the station.
Yes, sir, absolutely. And Jamie, a lot to talk about with you, but let's kind of start at the beginning. Your days at East Carolina, and even before those days. Where are you from originally, and how did you end up at ECU?
I grew up in Annapolis, Maryland, and actually my wife did too. We met in high school in Annapolis at St. Mary's High School, and always loved sports, always loved medicine and the sciences, and a really good friend of mine in high school, his dad was the head athletic trainer at the United States Naval Academy, Red Romo, and he was actually there for 41 years. And, you know, when I realized sports weren't going to play out for this 5'10" guy, kind of leaned back on the science side of it and got to know Red Romo a bit, and really is intrigued by working with athletes, helping athletes, being around athletes. And so I decided to choose that career path. And back then, that was obviously way before internet and web spaces and all those other things. I had to do some digging on athletic training courses, and East Carolina had one of the best programs, if not the best program on the East Coast. And I had family in Raleigh. My sister and brother-in-law were there, so it kind of made sense. So I went down to East Carolina in 1979 and just enjoyed every second of it.
That's awesome. Talking to Jamie Reed. Jamie, I ask everyone I talk to from the DMV area their football rooting interest throughout their life. I'm a long, suffering Washington Redskins Commanders fan. I kind of remember the glory days, but I was too young to really appreciate it. So were you a Baltimore Colts? Were you a Washington fan? What was your football rooting interest living there?
Annapolis is amazing. It's about a half an hour from either one, and it's very divided. And my dad was very much a Baltimore guy, so our family room would go from blue and white Baltimore Colts colors to orange and black, Baltimore Oriole colors every spring training, and then again, right in the fall. So my wife actually was, lived 5 miles away and was a diehard Redskin fan.
All right.
I used to torture them and go over to the Redskins. Sorry about this. When they played the Cowboys, and who knew that I would end up in Dallas, or my wife and I would end up in Dallas. I'd be a Cowboys fan twice a year. But those Redskin teams, man, they were unbelievable. The Hogs up front, just kind of domineering the offensive line, the defensive line, and those were great days. But you're right, it's been a while for you Redskin/Commander fans.
Yeah, and speaking of Washington, and the timeline might be around the same time, but were you in school? We're good friends here with touchdown Anthony Collins, who went on and was a great player for the Patriots, and of course Ernest Biner won a Super Bowl with Washington. Were you in school around that era, late 70s there?
I taped Ernie Biner's ankles quite a bit.
Wow.
She crossed paths when I was with the Orioles, and we were in Cleveland, and he came out to a game, and I went over and said hello. So that was really a lot of fun.
Awesome. Yeah, got to.
There was another Ruffin. I actually taped his ankles too. And when we moved to Dallas, my kids all went to Texas Tech, so he was out there coaching, and we reconnected out there, and we stayed in touch for several years. And I'm a huge fan of Ruff.
That's awesome. Just great players, obviously, but great people. Got to know Ruff quite well, and a big fan of Coach Ruff, and then got to meet Ernest Biner and hold his Super Bowl ring, Jamie. So that was a great moment in my life as a Washington fan, but he was certainly a gentleman as well. Talking to Jamie Reed, and Jamie, you mentioned Annapolis, and you actually worked and was a trainer for the Naval Academy, their football and basketball teams as well. Let's see, that was shortly after your time at ECU, right?
It was. I had that connection at the Naval Academy with Red Romo, and I was hired right out of school, right out of East Carolina, to go to work for the Baltimore Orioles in the minor leagues. And minor leagues end September 1st, and spring training doesn't start until mid-February. So Red would hire me, and I worked Navy football and Navy basketball for 4 years, 4 off seasons. And it was not only a fantastic place to work and just a beautiful campus, but just amazing people. And my who went on to play with the Raiders for a long time, and David Robinson I had as a freshman. I called Plebes at the Naval Academy, and I got to know David when he was 6'5", and all the way through his senior year, and we still stay in touch. So it was a great time to be at the Naval Academy.
That's awesome. I hear a lot of folks talking about the Admiral playing against East Carolina back in those days in hoops. Talking to Jamie Reed. So, Jamie, I guess we'll fast forward to where you are today. And how about titles, Director of Medical Operations as opposed to Head Athletic Trainer? So, this might be too long of a question for you to answer, but what are the duties of a Senior Director of Medical Operations for a Major League Baseball team?
So I was an athletic trainer for many years in the major leagues. I was assistant athletic trainer with the Baltimore Orioles for 7 years, which was a great time. Working for my favorite childhood team, opening up Camden Yards. I worked there for 5 years, and every game was sold out, so that was a special time. And then I got the head athletic trainer job with the expansion Tampa Bay Rays in '97. I was down there 6 years, but John Hart, he and I had started together in Bluefield, West Virginia, 1982 summer, and he went on to become an unbelievable general manager with the Cleveland Indians. They won the American League Central West, I think, 12 years in a row or 13 years in a row. When he went to Texas as a general manager with the Rangers, he asked me to come aboard. And, in baseball, it's kind of hard to make a lateral position, so he added the title of Director of Sports Medicine and Head Athletic Trainer, and I was the athletic trainer with the Rangers for 12 years. But at that point, quite honestly, I was probably, 33, 34 years into a career, 34 years maybe even to a career. My wife, Jean, and I had 3 kids who had gotten married. We started to have grandkids, and I was still spending 5 months a year not at home in my own bed.
Yeah.
And it was time to make a lifestyle adjustment. And after we went to the World Series in 10 and 11 with the Rangers, John Daniels was my general manager, and he said, well, let's create something where you still have an impact on the medical program, but you're home a lot more. So hence the title Senior Director of Medical Operations was born, and I traveled a lot less. But it also allowed me to do global things, too. And while I still had an impact with the Major League Club and some of the minor league clubs, I got to, be in on the design of our Kinston clubhouse. And then 2017, I was heavily involved in the design of basically the basement of our new stadium, Globe Life Field. Just so it was, the most user-friendly, comfortable facility for our players and staff. So I got to take my medical experience and my traveling experience and roll it into a more, not international, but more of a impactful area that was just not kind of dovetailed into being with a Major League club. And I really, really enjoyed that process. So that's the title now.
Yeah, that's awesome. Jamie Reed, Senior Director of Medical Operations for the Texas Rangers, the World Series champions, joining us. A couple of quick questions. First of all, you've referenced the Orioles quite a bit. What was the feeling like knocking them out this year so quickly?
It's interesting because the first 2 teams in the playoffs this year were the Tampa Bay Rays, who I worked for 6 years, and the Baltimore Orioles for 15 years I worked. And we beat those guys out. Matter of fact, we didn't lose a game to either one of those 2 teams during the first 2 rounds of the series. And you take a certain level of satisfaction beating your old teams, which is probably petty. Most people would say, but, it is the way it is. And then to be able, quite honestly, to go into Houston and beat those guys, I think we had 28 other Major League teams pulling for us because if you follow sports and you follow baseball, the drama that honestly Houston has put on our industry and what they've been accused of, and so I think everybody enjoyed seeing them lose. So
yeah,
it was fun. Somebody came up with it, I'm not sure where, but we didn't lose the game. We went 11-0 on the road in the postseason, which has never happened before, and we beat the Rays, the Orioles, the Astros, and then the Diamondbacks. And if you take the first letter, that spells road. So it kind of nicely sums up our 23 postseason.
I like it when things come together like that. Talking to Jamie Reed today. Jamie, you mentioned your time, and you've been there with the Rangers, their previous World Series stops. I'm a Braves fan, so I was a little upset, but also happy that Ron Washington is going to get another managerial job. How close are you, to the managers? Did you have a relationship with Ron? What about with Bruce Bochy? And, how much dialogue is there between what you do and the managers?
Yeah, for Wash specifically, he was actually a shortstop with me in AAA Rochester, New York with the Orioles back in 1987, and then he went to the big leagues. And so we knew each other. We loosely stayed in touch. But when he came after Buck Showalter to the Rangers, he completely changed the culture, and it was empowering players to take charge of the clubhouse, take charge of the field, and police yourself a little bit. And he's, without a doubt, one of, if not the best infield instructor in the game, and probably in the world. And I'm sure you watch your Atlanta Braves infield defense just top-notch the last several years he's been there with us. He did the same thing with us. Got an unbelievable, infectious personality, and it's just absolutely addicted to the game of baseball. Comes with an energy, and I actually, I'm on the road right now, but this morning when I got up and I was looking at my phone, read about him getting the job, I didn't realize he was 71 because he has the energy of about a 41-year-old man. He's just so awesome, and I'm so happy for him, and I'm so happy that he joined a team in our division, so I'll get to see him that much more. Really, really special guy. And you mentioned Boch. It's literally when you start spring training until the end of the season, it's essentially 8 months, and I see the staff more than quite honestly, I see my wife and kids and grandkids at this point. So, yeah, you're intimately involved with every staff manager and member, and Boch is something really, really special. It's not a coincidence that he's won 4 World Series. He brings this experience. He brings absolutely no ego, which is amazing when you work at the level of sports that I work at. So I'm excited for both of those guys, and I'm thrilled to be a bit part of their careers along the way. Talking to Jamie Reed. Jamie, who's the guy that has to tell Bochy that Adolis Garcia can't go in Game 4, and what are those chats like? Do you have to be the bearer of the bad news in your career in the past? Certainly, when I was a head athletic trainer doing day-to-day, I delivered that news a lot, and it's amazing. You put in 12-hour days, which is pretty common in Major League Baseball, but the good thing is it's only 7 days a week. But you put in those hours, and yet at the end of the night, 3 things determine whether it was a good day, and that's our score, the visiting team score, the opponent's score, and my injury report. So unfortunately, I've had to deliver some rough news along the way, and you just chart out a course. Everybody knows that injury is unfortunately a big part of the game, and we're always learning. I took a lot of what I learned in East Carolina, and quite honestly, I have to continue to learn and evolve with medicine and with health and prevention and all those other important things I learned at ECU. But yeah, I've delivered a lot of bad news in my career. No doubt, and Jamie, you kind of touched on it there, evolving and keeping up with the times and the science, and also what you learned at your time at East Carolina. So, what are the biggest changes in the role of an athletic trainer and these training staffs, these team doctors over the years? What stayed the same over time, and what are some of the biggest changes that you encountered? I think the things that stay the same is your character and your honesty needs to play every day. And when you walk into a baseball clubhouse every day for 8 months, the best thing you can be is consistent. And I think I was always consistent. I always tell our young players and staff members that That's the best quality you can be. Just be the same guy every day so that people don't have to adjust daily to you. So that's helped. And, I think I learned that at East Carolina. But, what's changed? Almost everything has changed.
All right.
The game has obviously changed with time clocks and DHs and everything else. But when I started my career in 1982 with the Orioles, we didn't have laptop computers or any kind of computers. We didn't have MRI or CT scans. We hardly understood rehab to the level we do now. So it's constantly adapting, constantly changing. And I owe it to my players, and I owe it to the organization to stay on top of it as best I can.
Jamie Reed joining us. Jamie, a couple more for you, and we'll let you go. We appreciate your time here today, and I am fascinated by this interview and the relationships and the things you've done over your years. And while I got you here, who are some of your all-time favorite players, whether it be what they did on the field or what they did interacting with you as people? Who do you look at as some of your favorites you've come across?
Well, it's easy to work 15 years with the Orioles and say Cal Ripken had an impact on me like probably no one else, because he was mortal, and he came in with head colds and stomach aches and the flu bug and all those things, but his attitude, his approach was, I'm going to play. Can you guys do anything to help me feel a little better? So he was hugely impactful. Rick Sutcliffe, who had a great career with the Cubs and the Indians, the Dodgers. He opened Camden Yards for us in 92 and 93, and Sut has the biggest heart of any player I was ever with. And I actually talked to him yesterday. He was one of those guys who was all about his little guy, all about the support staff. And, whether that was the guy who ran the clubhouses or the athletic trainers, the strength coaches, he was all about those guys, because he recognized that without the behind-the-scene guys, the train didn't keep running. And I love that guy. For Phil Bradley was a huge impact. I got to spend 5 years with Wade Boggs down in Tampa Bay, and Boggsy was a very unique guy. But man, you talk about the model of consistency and work ethic. He was awesome. And then I've had some great ones in Texas with Michael Young earlier in my career, and then Adrian Beltre, who was the best third baseman I was ever around. And again, just stood up for what was right and would acknowledge and address what was wrong. And he was just a really, really special player. And then, to finish my career with guys like Corey Seager and Marcus Simeon, and honestly, one of the biggest-hearted, toughest competitive starting pitchers I've ever met, Nate Eovaldi, this offseason went 5-0. So I've been really blessed to be around a lot of really, really special players in a game I absolutely adore. So it's been an amazing run. And, I'd like to talk about, if I can, just for a moment, there are people who had a huge impact on me at East Carolina.
Sure.
And the number one was Liz White, who I think is the mayor now of Oak Island or Oak Beach down by Wilmington. And she was the head women's athletic trainer when I was at East Carolina. Took me under her wing and gave me experiences and taught me subtly and then sometimes firmly. And she was great. She really developed my career. And then I had two roommates my last couple of years there, with two guys who were also student athletic trainers at the time. Mike Hanley, who's still at East Carolina, and it's a huge impact on my career, and we still talk as often as we can. And, when we have a minor league club in Kinston, if I would go into Kinston and address some things, I'd try to come up to Greenville and have lunch with Mike. And then Tony Sutton. Tony went from East Carolina, University of Florida, and then he was at Notre Dame for a long time, and then wanted to get back to North Carolina, so he's at NC State right now. But three really impactful East Carolina Pirates that I venture to say I probably would not have had the same career without those three.
That is fantastic. Talking to Jamie Reed, Senior Director of Medical Operations for the Texas Rangers. One more ECU question and one more thing on Cal. You mentioned Cal Ripken and putting those years together. Jamie, you were there when he eclipsed the record for most consecutive games played, right? So you had to take at least a little bit of pride in that, right? You were one of the people helping him stay on the field for all those games.
Yeah, I took a ton of pride in it, and but he was really, like I said, because of his attitude of I'm going to play, what can you do to help me feel better, was actually really easy to work with and take care of, because he was going to play, and that was great. And I heard, I think it was Chris Berman said from ESPN, he said it's one of the few times you will go to a sporting event and you already know what's going to happen. You already know that a record's going to get broken. And that countdown where they're putting the numbers up on the warehouse at Camden Yards was really, really special. And, we all, athletic trainers and all the staff members, get 6 tickets to a game. People started calling for those tickets a year in advance. And, those were ones that kind of put the rat hole, and I wasn't going to let just anybody go to those games. My folks went, and obviously my wife and my kids. But that was really, really, really special time in my career.
Yeah, I remember, I guess I knew how big that was even as a 13 or 14-year-old because I have it on VHS somewhere at my parents' house if I could still find it. I remember recording that game with the magnitude of it. And finally, Jamie, how often, and man, you have talked about throughout this conversation how busy you are throughout the year and everything you got going on. How are you ever able to make it to a sporting event here at ECU or get back in Greenville? You mentioned, of course, the Down East Wood Ducks in Kinston and getting over here, but when's the last time you were able to see an East Carolina sporting event?
It's been way too long. The last 4 or 5 years I've gone when East Carolina comes to SMU in Dallas, I go to the basketball games. And I went to one football game, and actually Mike Hanley was there. It was probably 5 or 6 years ago. So I catch them more in Dallas than I do in Greenville, but I'm hoping that changes. This is my 42nd year of professional sports, 42 years since I graduated from East Carolina. And it's time to slow it down, and I'm not going to say this last year is going to be my victory lap after winning the World Series, but we're getting closer and closer to slowing it down. And I still have family in Raleigh, and we've taken our kids and our grandkids out to Emerald Isle, which we absolutely adore. So I haven't been to a sporting event in Greenville in a while, but I think that's going to change pretty soon.
Awesome. Jamie Reed joining us. Jamie, I told you we'd go about 10, 15 minutes. I kept you way longer than that, but was very interested in the conversation. So we appreciate your time. Let's hook up if you make it here to Greenville, and would love to get you back on another time and talk more with you. This was fascinating, and congratulations on your career, your success, and that World Series ring you'll be getting.
Yeah, thank you so much. People say, are you enjoying the success of the World Series? And honestly, Houston's our big rivalry, and to go and win the American Championship there is equivalent to the Pirates having to go through Chapel Hill to get to Omaha for the College World Baseball Series. And if you do that, you go through Chapel Hill, you got to kind of sit on that one and just enjoy that one for a while. And whatever happens in Omaha happens in Omaha. So that's kind of where I am right now. You've got my number. You can call me anytime, because the one way I can spread East Carolina and the Dallas-Fort Worth area is when we have people come over, I always throw a pork butt on the smoker, and it's only vinegar barbecue sauce.
Yes, sir.
It's awesome.
There you go. Jamie Reed joining us today. Jamie, thanks so much, man, and we'll do it again down the road. Appreciate it.
Call me anytime. Thanks so much.
All right, Jamie Reed, former Pirate, World Series champion, now as the Senior Director of Medical Operations with the Texas Rangers. And, how about some of those names from his East Carolina days? Ernie, as he called him, Ernie Bonner, Ruffin McNeil, the Admiral, David Robinson, talking about Cal Ripken Jr., Adrian Beltre. He has taped up some legends, and great chat with Jamie, and we'll definitely get him on. I want to hear more stories just about the players and the teams and all of his travels throughout the world of sports. And I think us in the sports media, whatever we are, had similar thoughts where we loved sports and realized that playing maybe wasn't our thing, and we still wanted to be involved in it, and I certainly wanted to talk about it when I was young, and he wanted to be in it from a training and a medical standpoint. And as someone on Twitter called him a moment ago, a legend. Let me try to find that name. But somebody who was in the medical field at East Carolina referred to Jamie Reed as a legend. As Chandler, you posted the quote tweets.
I'm about to send one out here. I thought the quote of the segment there of the interview was the one where he said, "We went 11-0 on the road in the postseason, which has never happened before. We beat the Rays, the Orioles, the Astros, and then the Diamondbacks. Take the first letter of those teams, and that spells road."
I hadn't seen that anywhere. That's really cool. So you put out a quote from Jamie that said, I had to do some digging on athletic training courses, and East Carolina had one of the best programs, if not the best program on the East Coast, end quote. And Justin, who I guess is another athletic trainer, East Carolina alum, former minor league baseball athletic trainer, says legacy lives on through legends like Jamie. So that was a really cool conversation there, and enjoyed having him on. Let's take a break. We'll come back. By the way, I didn't know how easy it was to edit Wikipedia. I was able to do it myself. So now if you go to Alfred Morris's Wikipedia page, it says that he played college football at F.A. Pooh.
Well, apparently they've gone back and fixed it.
Dang!
So somebody just responded that it said keep a Pirate Radio intern on it because somebody's already gone back in and fixed it.
Oh, man. Well, I took a screenshot right when I went there.
So you got
it's still up on my computer, and I took a screenshot of it. But it said
okay.
Play college football at F.A. Pooh. But now,
Florida Atlantic for mine.
If I hit refresh at Florida Atlantic.
Man.
So they are quick. I got to give them that.
Well, I would like to know just how quick somebody would go in and fix that, but can't fix Eastern Carolina University.
Well, unfortunately, we're not allowed to fix their articles at FAUsports.com. Because I would.
I just think you should just keep going back and changing it.
Can I get the rest of the day off just to do that?
Sure.
And I promise I will put my heart and soul into it. I will not rest until it says Alfred Morris played at F.A. Pooh. Man, I love Alfred Morris. He's to score a touchdown, fake throwing a ball up, hit it. Great year in 2012. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll have our Fleet Feet Rundown. That's on the way. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas, our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
Hey Pirate Nation, I'm head men's basketball coach Mike Schwartz.
And I'm Kim McNeil, head coach of your defending American Athletic Conference champion women's basketball team.
Basketball season is just around the corner and we're looking forward to another exciting season on the hardwood.
We need Pirate Nation to Pat Minji's Coliseum by purchasing your season tickets today.
Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or visit ECUPirates.com to get yours now.
Thanks and go Pirates.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville is the perfect place to get all your amigos together for some Mexican food, fun, and football. Chico's has been a game day tradition for Pirate football fans since 1983. Whether the game is home or away, make it a Chico's Day for some great specials and the best chips and salsa in town. Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with Copy Pro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. Copy Pro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at Copy Pro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
Copy Pro, we are the professional office systems people.
It's bow time.
Chicken or biscuits? That's an impossible choice. How can you decide between Bojangles' perfectly crispy, boldly seasoned chicken or their fluffy, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits? Well, the good news is you don't have to. With a Cajun chicken filet biscuit, you get the best of both worlds. An all-white meat chicken breast marinated with a bold blend of seasonings and served up on a fluffy, golden buttermilk biscuit. When it comes to real-deal Southern flavor, there's no reason you can't have it all. Order a Cajun chicken filet biscuit today. It's bow time.
Get holiday shopping done today at Naughty Life in downtown Washington. This is Gina from Naughty Life, and our store is stocked with the best gifts for your family and friends. Need a new Yeti cup or cooler? Then you can find it here at Naughty Life. Looking for some jewelry, sunglasses, or cool new apparel? Come to Naughty Life today. Also remember, we offer free gift wrapping and great customer service that will help you find a gift for the hard-to-buy person. Enjoy less holiday stress and more fun at Naughty Life on Main Street in downtown Washington.
Jimmy John's has great taste wrapped up. All your favorite Jimmy John's sandwiches are now available as a wrap. Enjoy all natural meats, cheeses, and hand-sliced veggies, bundled into a convenient grab-and-go wrap that's made when you order it. Top it off with sensational sides, including new home-style potato salad and bow tie pasta salad. Grab your taste buds around Jimmy John's new wraps. And don't forget their loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com.
This is former ECU football player Bryce Williams, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's U.S. Cellular locations and experience the highest standard of customer service. The purpose of the Atlantic Wireless Store experience is to inform, illuminate, and inspire. Find the location near you at AtlanticWireless.com. Atlantic Wireless, we go beyond the call. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Thursday, still to come. Marcus Crandell, Kevin Monroe will join us on the show. We got a giveaway. Right now, we get to our Fleet Feet rundown. Pirate Nation, be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet, locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures your arch height, width, and more. You can go see them 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you. So it says runners, walkers, and everyone in between. My normal state, I'm a sitter. Chandler, do you still walk?
Not as much as I used to, but I do whenever I get a chance, but not as much as I used to. I need to go get me some new walking shoes. I wonder where I can go get them. Oh, wait, I do know. Fleet Feet.
You know, a couple of Fridays ago, we had a best of.
Uh-huh.
You know what I did that day?
Did you walk?
I walked a mile. So I could say, hey, walk a mile in my shoes.
Good for you.
And, yeah, I got to, I want to start doing that more.
It's fun. It's really good for the soul
really
and the
good.
mind.
Really good. Put on a good podcast, a really good podcast, and just walk.
Were you hard-toed?
Hard-toed.
Very hard-toed.
What do you do when you walk? Do you listen to anything?
Listen
No, I
to
didn't get
music,
punched in the nose.
Podcast.
What podcast do you listen to?
I like a good Theo Vaughn podcast.
Okay. Yeah.
I like this past weekend. It's good.
It's just him talking. He has a guest on.
He usually has guests on. And it's so funny because he's not serious, and he has sometimes he has serious guests on.
And he's like Mark Lindsay?
Seriously serious, and I can see it on his face.
This thing is getting serious, man. You got a seriously good season working, a seriously good day going today, and a seriously good streak.
Thank you, Mark. Shirley and I are so old.
How old are y'all?
We remember Theo Vaughn from when he was on MTV, Road Rules. And now, look what he is today. What WWE wrestler, former champion, was on The Real World on MTV?
Oh, The Miz. No.
I was asking Chandler.
The Miz?
The Miz.
Wait, what was the first one you said? Road Rules or something?
Yeah.
And then what? Real World?
Yeah.
That's two different things or the same thing?
Two different things. You're not into MTV culture?
Eh.
The Challenge?
Mm-mm.
Huh. All right.
Did you really expect me to be?
Nah, you're right. I really didn't.
I'm lame.
You're not lame.
I am lame.
I would just think as somebody who didn't watch or know about as much shows as you did, maybe you were a book reader. Maybe. I'm just wondering, how did you fill your time? You didn't play video games a lot, did you?
Madden.
Okay.
NBA 2K.
So you did play some video games.
I did play Call of Duty.
You were just outside snapping? Just long snapping?
That's all I did, man. I was grinding.
Got a video today in my inbox of you.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I don't know why my dad included you in that.
Hey, look, I'm proud of you too, son.
That guy that I was snapping to snapped at Tennessee and played with Crandell Patterson.
That's a cool story.
I am.
That's a pretty good story.
Cool, neat story.
John Moody says, what do you turkeys got cooked up for Thanksgiving?
What do you turkeys got cooked up for Thanksgiving here?
Great time. Great.
What do you think's good?
We're going to have a great time, Mark. Fleet Feet Rundown, number one on the rundown, Clamp Down. Clamp Down. Clamp Down. ECU women will have their home opener tonight, 6 o'clock, taking on USC Upstate. And Chon will be heading out there to get some video pics and social media content for us when they raise the banner.
Get some pics, some content. I'm going to get a video of them raising the banner.
AAC champions.
And I guess they'll have an NCAA tournament appearance banner, too.
Mm-hmm. NCAA tournament.
Because we were there. And we'll be back.
Chris Floyd said, you know what show Chon needs to stream that we grew up with? I'll give you a hint, Shirley. In a 90s kind of world, I'm glad I got my girls.
We are living single. Ooh, in a 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my girls.
Give it to him, kid. Give it to him, kid. I thought Chandler would like that.
With my girls to my
What's
left
the name of
and
the
to
show?
my right. True blue. We stuck like glue.
Living Single. Was Queen Latifah?
Yes.
Okay,
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah.
I'm definitely watching it then.
Kim Fields.
Mm-hmm. And the rest.
And the rest of them.
Jamie says, didn't that come on before Martin? Martin, another great.
Martin Lawrence.
We used to watch a lot of Martin. Go upstairs. Just reminded of a Chappelle skit. Go upstairs and wash your ass so we can watch Martin Lawrence.
Sinead. Oh, now you're dead. I'm ready to go.
Chad said, is Chon going to get pics of them raising the banner? If he doesn't, he's fired. If he doesn't, then we're going to have a problem.
All right.
Because he's leaving the show to go do that.
It's going to be hard to get pictures and videos at the same time.
A video will suffice.
I'm definitely getting a video.
Because you can screenshot the video and make pics.
Yes.
All right. Was Chon a Boy Meets World fan? Asked Chad. Nope. Not in his age range.
Not my repertoire.
I never really, shockingly, I never got into that.
I loved Boy Meets World.
Josh said, what happened to Mark Lindsay? We'll have to do a Where Are They Now with Mark Lindsay here on Pirate Radio Live. A little bit.
For sure.
Clamp Down. Good luck to the ECU women's basketball team tonight. Also on our list today, you heard of RJ Felton?
I have.
You like RJ?
Yeah, I do. I kind of wish he had a brother that would come and play basketball here.
Do you wish that? What are your favorite What are your favorite RJ traits?
His aggressiveness.
Yes.
His bunnies.
Yes. I like his
intensity,
his fearless disposition on the defensive end will lock you down. Chandler, guess what?
What's that?
He's got a brother.
Oh.
Guess what?
Does he play basketball?
His brother plays basketball.
Does he want to come here to ECU?
Guess what? He does.
My wish came true.
Wait, whoa. But does ECU want him?
Do they?
Yes, they do.
Is he committed or uncommitted?
He is committed.
All right. We
Pirates
got something going here.
Have inked its commitment to the 2024 class. LaDante Felton, the younger brother of R.J. Felton. He is officially signed with the Parts. 6'2" guard from Aiken, South Carolina. He's a guard.
You know what that means? He's the part.
He is a part. That's cool, man. I love pipelines. Give me all the Norbies. Give me all the Agnoses.
Dwayne Harris's brother.
Give me all the Joneses. Give me all the Harrises.
Derek Harris.
Give me all the Feltons.
Give me the Wiggins.
Give me the Wigginses.
Reese Wiggins and Corn Wiggins.
Give me some more examples, folks. Give me the
Simmons brothers. Brandon and
Give
Jason.
me the Simmonses. Give me
the Crabtrees. Nick and Eddie.
Give me the Strucks.
The Joneses.
Said it.
Oh, sorry.
Wait a minute. CJ Struck had a brother?
I want to say his Faja was in there.
Oh, DeFaja?
I believe it was his Faja.
Oh, his Faja play, yeah.
Give me the Winstead. No, the who was the center? Peyton.
Oh, Peyton. Is that his brother? That's a long snapper.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brock?
We're getting into unknown territory here. You know, we're all about the facts. Corey Glore said Tomahawk Jam. We all know that. Who are some other Pirate bloodlines? Pirate bloodlines. Help me out, chat gang.
We went through a good bit there.
A little bit. Good bit.
A little bit for sure in terms of.
Steve, while I'm live on the air, thought I should know that he is a door dasher to the stars. He is delivering to Kenny G. We talked about him a moment ago. Or a day ago, I should say. A couple days ago. Chon, were you a Hannah Montana guy? Nah, I bet you liked... Dang, now I can't remember
I was
the show.
drinking Josh. That was Nickelodeon.
Yeah. And then who were the two girls? There was a blonde girl and a dark hair girl.
That's Hannah Montana.
No, it's iCarly.
iCarly.
Were you an iCarly
Yes,
guy?
like iCarly.
There's another one called Jessie that I used to watch all the time.
Jesse.
Good luck, Charlie.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck,
My
Charlie.
name's Cliff. Jansen said his uncle played here, Jansen Kidd. Also heard, and he played at Intramurals. How about your cousin Jason Kidd? He went to Cal. Thursday night football, Panthers, Bears. Woo-hoo! As Mark Packer used to say, get it all over you.
All right, I got a bet for you.
Eight. What's your bet?
Revenge game. DJ Moore. First touchdown score. Give it to me. Right now.
Okay. Drive on up to Virginia and put that one in.
Virginia.
Coming up tonight in college football, Louisville has already had one stinker. Louisville is number 11 in the country. Shout out Coach Mack. Ton of respect to Mack, who said they were going to be good this year. And he's right. They had a slip up earlier. They're trying to avoid these landmines the rest of the way and play Florida State in the ACC Championship. They got Virginia at home tonight. And Southern Miss better play Louisiana tonight. That one in Louisiana. Those two college football games going on.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I just saw something pop up on my X feed. Ravens have added Keaton Mitchell to their injury report today with a hamstring injury.
He's fine.
You think so?
I hope so.
I hope so. That's what took him out for a few weeks after that big run.
We'll keep an eyeball on that.
Man runs so fast, his hamstrings just can't catch up.
We'll take a break, come back, wrap up hour 2. Got Marcus Crandell and Kevin Monroe coming up hour 3. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music. Every Monday, open mic night. Tuesday, karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday night, line dancing and music from DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. And don't forget, Sunday Fun Day during football season with NFL jersey giveaways and more. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date info. Y'all come get bucked up. Go Pirates!
Turkey, ham, bacon. These and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to GUC.com.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
We started off with Samuel Adams Boston Lager.
That really changed the perception of what an American beer could be. I don't think that guidepost has ever changed. To create a beer for everyone.
Craft for everybody.
We make it easy, right? You pick up any of our beers and they're going to be great. They're going to be delicious.
Beer's original mission was to open the door for people and have everyone have a good time. That's what we're doing today at Sam Adams. We're craft for everybody, and we're really proud of that mission of delivering beers that can bring as many people together as we possibly can.
Familia is your go-to spot for the best Italian dishes around, including pizzas, pastas, salads, and homemade desserts.
That's Familia.
Enjoy half-off wine night on Wednesdays, $3 drafts on Thursdays, or get a pizza of the week for just $12.
That's Familia.
Place your order online or call 689-6330, and Familia will have your order ready in their drive-thru window for pickup.
That's Familia.
Clip, really?
Oh, sorry.
Familia on Fire Tower Road in Winterville near Pitt Community College. Defense! Defense!
What are you doing?
You haven't heard? Carolina Hardscapes has the best defense in Pitt County. And you know defense wins championships.
What? No. They have the best fence company in Pitt County.
Wait, they do fencing now?
That's right. Just give them a call at 364-1201 and they'll get the job done right. And don't forget, they still do patios, pools, and mulch.
Wow, now that's a championship caliber company. Carolina Hardscapes. Enjoy the outdoors.
Looking for a hometown service in a hometown atmosphere? Look no further than G.W. Walker & Sons in downtown Washington. Randy and Carolyn Walker will work with you to make your home renovations come to life. At G.W. Walker & Sons, we offer a wide selection of flooring for your home, office, church, or school, along with expert installation. Stop by G.W. Walker & Sons at 203 West Main Street in downtown Washington, and let's start making those dreams come true. G.W. Walker & Sons, serving Eastern North Carolina since 1946. Go Pirates!
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear is your one-stop shop to help promote your business and always provide superior customer service. No matter what apparel you need for your team or customers, University Sportswear can make it happen. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Go Pirates!
This is Wyatt Lunsford-Shankman from ECU Baseball. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Beauty Bar Metaspa. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Visit beautybarmetaspa.com to set up a free consultation. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Plumbing, Viva Electric, and Roland Black Heating and Cooling have teamed up to form New Blue Service Group, offering Eastern North Carolina the best in plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services. Same great local team, same great local service, just a new name. For plumbing, electrical, and HVAC services, go to callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
We had a major oversight on the ECU bloodlines, and Mark Mallison on Facebook is rightfully upset with us.
Uh-oh.
Who is?
Mark Mallison.
Oh, so we missed a lot?
We missed a big one.
All right, hold on.
I'd say biggest was Jones, but you could argue this is the biggest.
Oh, Crumpler.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Big miss. Sorry, Mark, and sorry to everybody screaming at their radios, calling us morons.
Crumpler!
We're idiots. I'll get it. Look, when the lights are on, the lights are bright, a lot in the brain.
Y'all haven't said Crumpler!
You're right. You deserve to call us whatever names you want to in the book. Chon's got to run, according to him, because ECU women's basketball plays at 6 o'clock.
Okay, hold on just a second.
Shirley, do you remember one time, wasn't it Chon that had to PA a game at like 5 o'clock and he left at 2 in the afternoon?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I didn't.
No, because he had to go. Wait.
I started the show, you moron.
Okay, so that's 3 o'clock.
Then he had to go home, get some clothes, or take a shower or something. I don't know.
Y'all making this way too out of proportion.
But you need to go, right?
Here in a few minutes.
You
yes.
said this is going to be your last segment?
If they want people in their seats by 5:40, I need to be there by at least 5:25, 5:30.
Okay.
And besides,
it's only 4:58.
You're late if you're on time.
Why do you need to be there at 5:25?
What's that?
You heard what I said. Don't give me a what's that. I'm not repeating that question.
Why do I have to be there at 5:25?
Why? Don't say what's that.
What's that? Pardon? Come again.
Excuse me.
What's that?
What?
Excuse me.
Oh, what's that, sir? You heard what I said.
I actually didn't.
You just repeated what I said. What did you guess? What I said?
Yeah, I guess because I heard 5:25.
Out of all the things
I heard,
out of all the words in the dictionary, somehow you guessed my exact.
I took 5:25, and I had
context clues.
Context clues. I said, well, he must have asked why do I have to be there at 5:25, and that's because I want to be early, get some videos maybe of them warming up.
Okay.
Pictures, content. Want to be physical or news?
All right.
I mean, Jesus, guys. Look, could you imagine if I was late? What if I felt bad and said, well, they're making fun of me because I'm leaving early. I guess I'll just stick around for another 10 minutes, and that'll cost me.
How would that cost you?
I would be fired and unemployed, and I would be sitting on the doorstep every night on Pirate Radio wishing I had a job.
We are 5 minutes away.
Hey, man, look.
Catch a bad light, maybe 6.5 minutes.
It's 5 o'clock, man. It's literally 5 o'clock on the
Somewhere.
dot right now.
What way do you take to go there? Because it doesn't take me hardly any time. Really, the only one.
Let's hear your route.
Yes, please tell me
I'll
your
give
route.
you my route. But also, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And wait, it's 5 o'clock here right now. Look, all right, get on Evans Street.
Mm-hmm.
I take a left on 14th.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go by my house first, and I'm not going to say where my house is.
Why are you going by there?
To put on some Pirate Radio stuff. I want to represent.
All right.
That's
but
why
just say if I was going
leave
straight
at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Because he's got to go through his entire closet of golf shirts to find the Pirate Radio shirt he needs to put on.
You should have thought ahead and have that shirt in your car right now.
Yeah, and I don't think ahead. I think in the present. And sometimes I don't think at all. Sometimes I just don't think at all. Past, present, or future, I'm not thinking at all.
The best way to do it.
What is that?
Go up to the light.
What is that?
Go up to the light. Take a left.
Go over yonder.
Go over yonder. Take a right
On
onto Charles Boulevard, and it'll take you right in. And traffic's not as much of a headache on Charles Boulevard as it is
But he's got to go get
on
pretty.
Evans Street.
I'm
assuming that if he got on to 14th Street from Evans, Charles crosses over 14th Street, so I would assume at some point you would be fairly close or not passing his place.
We're overdue to take a break, but I want to keep going because Chandler's getting
Take
more
a break,
anxiety.
man. We're bad break management, guys. Come on.
Chris said, FFS, John. Minji's ain't on Greenville Boulevard. Chad said he has to take a nap before the game.
It took me 30 minutes to get out of Greenville today on Greenville Boulevard because there was a wreck and traffic got rerouted at lunchtime. That was not pretty.
Chris said, y'all teach that boy some time management skills. You know he's running by a certain food place for something beforehand. You gonna pick you up some pregame food? No
time for that, man.
Jamie said you just want a free mini banner. Hey, can you try to grab me one?
If you let me get out of here. Can you give me one? No, I can't. If I can't leave this place.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
All right, get out of here. Go do your job.
All right. Y'all be good now.
We'll take a break. Tell your mom and them I said hi.
Tell your mom and them I said hi.
All
right. Y'all be good now. You hear?
We'll take a break. Come back. Marcus Crandell will join
All right, I'll
us.
let y'all go. I'll see y'all.
Maybe we'll do a live check-in with Sean. Can we have you on the phone the whole time from when you leave the building?
I can't talk on the phone if I'm videoing. I'll see y'all later.
All right, back with you after this.
Here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stein. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted #1 by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Are you one of the estimated 17 million people in the U.S. suffering from dry eye disorders that are not resolved using over-the-counter or prescription eye drops? Ask Arc Point Labs about Serum Tears, a natural dry eye solution. At Arc Point Labs, Serum Tears are tailor-made for you from a quick blood draw, providing a sterile and natural option to help those with dry eye conditions. Contact your ophthalmologist or optometrist for a prescription or contact Arc Point Labs to help you find one. Visit Arc Point Labs' new location on Dixon Avenue near the intersection of Arlington Boulevard or schedule online at arcpointlabs.com.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
The holiday season is here and Russell's wants to be Santa's little helper. The fall arrivals at Russell's are amazing. Whether it's the great collection of men's suits and sport coats, the beautiful dresses and casual attire for women, or the new collection of Barber outerwear for both men and women, we have you covered. Russell's Clothing has served Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years. That adds up to a lot of Christmas smiles. Our signature gift wrap is beautiful and free. Put us on your list. We'll both be glad you did. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print.
We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 five-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? Do you want to smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultation is available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And hey, the Shimmer Holiday VIP Night is back. It's happening tonight. It's Shimmer's favorite time of the year, so stop into both locations from 6 until 9 o'clock tonight for store-wide sales, spin the prize wheel, and more, and it's happening tonight only from 6 until 9 p.m., so you got about an hour to head out there. Shimmer has 2 locations, one on Greenville Boulevard behind Longhorn Restaurant and in Winterville next to New River Pottery. Once again, the Holiday VIP Night happening from 6 until 9 p.m. tonight. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live, hour number 3. We'll make you a winner this hour. We'll talk to Kevin Monroe this hour, and right now we'll head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and have our weekly chat with ECU Hall of Famer Marcus Crandell, who joins us today on the program. Marcus, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man. Blessed and highly favored, but definitely could be better from an ECU Pirate stand.
Marcus, another game, and look, the defense, we had some questions about the defense after the UTSA game. They responded in a big way against Tulane, but more offensive issues for the Pirates. And you look at the passing numbers on the day, Marcus. Alex Flynn, just 10 of 18, 120 yards. Pirates were able to rush the ball for 70 yards. They are below 200 yards of offense. And just the time of possession was out of whack, 38-22, and 41 plays ran, Marcus. That number was crazy to look at. Tulane ran 69 plays, just 41 for East Carolina. So their offense was able to keep us off the field. Our offense, after the first quarter, was unable to sustain drives, and yet you look at it, and we got a chance in the fourth quarter, but the Pirates do fall 13-10 to the Green Wave.
Man, yeah, definitely another outstanding job by the defense of coming back after last week's debacle against UTSA, coming back and holding the fort, so to speak, and giving our offense a chance. And man, just to kind of go deeper into what you were just talking about in regards to the numbers, Clip. I mean, Tulane, they doubled us up on first downs, they doubled us up on rushing yardage. And, like you said, they held us or 20 yards passing. But they almost doubled us up on total offenses, off the production as a whole, man. So it was definitely a tough pill to swallow right now in regards to where we are offensively and how our defense is doing overall, from week in and week out. They had their they've had their issues in certain games, but overall, our defense has really played well enough to have us in a position to where we're competing for the conference championship, really, man. And we don't start right now in regards to wins.
Marcus Crandell joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, East Carolina East Carolina FAU. Coming up on Saturday at noon will be the kickoff for our Bud Light pregame tailgate. Kickoff of the game is at 4 on ESPN+, and then we'll be with you after the game at U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Popular topic now, Marcus, is Raheem Jeter. He has played in one game. The freshman quarterback can play in 4 and keep his red shirt. So 3 games left to go. The math says he can play in every game from here on out. I do not believe at all that he will be the savior for this offense this year. I don't. In fact, I think if you put him in, the numbers may get even worse, but that's besides the point right now. We went last year at the end of the year without seeing Mason Garcia or Alex Flynn for that matter, and I don't know if that stunted their growth, but it certainly didn't help not getting those game reps. I've asked Mike Houston a couple of times. Donnie Kirkpatrick's been asked a couple of times about getting the young player in. That we're getting a lot of non-answers, and it sounds like, if the game is out of hand, then maybe we'll see him. But if the game's in doubt, it doesn't sound like we will. And let's be honest, Marcus, there hasn't been many games at all for East Carolina that have been out of hand this year. They've been in just about every game in the second half. So I don't know if we'll see him. What's your take on it, Marcus? Would you like to see the freshman quarterback get some snaps here at the end of the year?
You know what? I'll in regards to last year, Cliff, I can kind of see that not happening with Mason and Flynn last year because of, where we were offensively and defensively, and and competing in regards to the season and getting us to a bowl game with Ahlers. And so, but it's a different scenario this year, and it's different. I think I really do think that we have to look at the situation, look at the 2 gentlemen that's had their opportunities, and we really have nothing to lose by giving him or getting him that experience. And so when you have that opportunity to do so, especially with the record where we are right now, 1-8, man, is not good. It's not good. And so you got to give the fans some hope in regards to leading up until next year and finishing off this season strong, and give him some confidence and experience, because you don't want to have to go through this same thing over again next year to where, you're trying to figure out who's going to be number 1 and the same 2 guys are trying to battle. But I think it should be a point to where you give all 3 guys a chance to come in next year competing for the starting job.
Yeah, and look, in today's world, I don't even know if we'll get to that point. With portal, with guys leaving, with guys coming in. Who knows, Marcus? It is a completely different day and time. And like at this point in your ECU career, you're thinking about next year. You're probably not thinking about leaving at all, right? I mean, did you ever have thoughts of leaving East Carolina for somewhere else?
No, I didn't. I really didn't. Even after, when I had the ankle injury and all of that, there was probably a time or 2 where, of course, it was, it was said that I probably wouldn't play football again. So I did think about that a little bit. But as far as leaving, I just wanted to stick it out and compete for a job, man. And that was my mentality. That's been my mentality as a kid growing up, and just competing in sports. And I think, and you can't fault the kids because the option, the avenue is there, right? And so they take advantage of it, and you can't fault them for that. But although we had the opportunity, and of course different circumstances, we would have to sit out a year depending on where we went. But that thought never crossed my mind as far as leaving East Carolina and going somewhere else to play.
Marcus Crandell joining us. Pirates, 3 games left on the slate, sitting at 1-8. How many wins do the Pirates end this year with, Marcus? What's your prediction?
Oh, man. I hate to even say, man, because I was...
Is it more than 1?
In these next 3, I think we're going to squeak out 1.
Yeah.
I think we're going to squeak out 1. We have to. We have to finish off one of these three, man.
And I'm kind of with you there. I'm reluctant to predict a win, Marcus, but I am ready to predict that they'll be in every single freaking game in the fourth quarter, right? Like I'm expecting close games the rest of the way.
I really do expect that. I do. I foresee our defense giving us an opportunity, as we've talked about for the last month or so, giving us a chance late in the games. We always hope the score would be, a little bit more on the, favoring us in regards to that, and then the defense holding on. But it is what it is, and so it's been low scoring games, and we hope that somehow ECU, we put some points on the board and we're on the other side of that, and the defense holds up and give us a win. But yeah, we're definitely on the same page as far as I think we're going to have some close games down the stretch.
Marcus Crandell joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, Pirates and Owls going at it coming up Saturday at 4 o'clock. We'll be with you at noon on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. And after the game, the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. We'll be checking out some Pirate hoops during the game, Marcus. ECU basketball plays at 2 o'clock on Saturday against Campbell. Pirates are 1-0 on the season. So once you get back around these parts, Marcus, hope we can get you out to some basketball games.
Man, it's a great schedule for the Pirates in basketball. You got I'm not sure how many, but I think it's about 5 or 6 games at home this year to open up the season. And so, man, that's a great way to open up for Pirate fans. And I think Schwartz has got those guys going in the right direction. And just exciting times for ECU basketball, even the women's as well. And so, just exciting time for ECU basketball, get out of the cold, so to speak, and take in some indoor sports. Be great for the fans for sure.
Women getting underway at 6 o'clock. If you're listening to us and heading there, hurry up so you can get there in time. First of all, first 500 fans get a replica championship banner, but make sure you're in your seats early by about 5:40, and you can see the unveiling of the banner, the AAC champions, the NCAA tournament appearance. So big things for Kim McNeil as they have their home opener coming up tonight at 6. All right, Marcus, we'll wrap it up with looking at some of the best NFL games coming up on Sunday. Not a great slate as far as matchups go, but I do have a few here I'll ask you about, starting with Niners at Jaguars. How about the Niners? They have lost 3 in a row, but they're coming off a bye. They add Chase Young, and then you got the Jags, who have not lost since week 3 when they lost to Houston. They have won 5 in a row. So Jags winners of 5 straight, Niners losers of 3 straight in Jacksonville. Who you like in that one on Sunday, Marcus?
Man, I really do think, even with the bye week, I think San Fran is in a position to where they're trying to figure some things out. People are starting to question whether Brock Purdy is the guy that they thought they thought he was in regards to being a playmaker and all of that. But he's had some pieces missing, and so it makes a big deal out of at that position. And so. And then on the other side, you got, those guys on the offensive side, they've been doing very well, in managing the football game over the past couple of weeks, and but finding a way to win and coming out in the win column. I think the Jags is going to win this one in a close game.
Okay.
They're going to pull it off. Yeah.
Shirley, I know we've been keeping it up to date on the social media. Do you know Zay Jones' status for Sunday? I'll look it up.
I don't know his exact status. I do know that he practiced on a limited capacity yesterday. Let me check on that right now.
Okay, 3 hours ago, no absences at practice. Zay Jones was on the field as he works himself back into the mix. So there you go.
Yep, he was limited, but he was on the practice field today.
All right, another weapon for Trevor Lawrence and the Jags.
Trevor's going to have a nice familiar face. Get him back on there as well, right? So it'll be good for him for sure.
Another game, I'll add this to the good games because there aren't many, Marcus. Browns at Ravens, and Baltimore is where pretty good teams go to die. They hammered the Texans earlier this year, and the Texans have shown to be a pretty good team. We saw what they did to the Lions a couple weeks ago, 38-6. Last week it was the Seahawks who went in there, I think, 5-2. And leave with a 37-3 defeat. So teams have entered that stadium in Baltimore and have been embarrassed, and the Browns try not to let that happen to them. They have been, of course, stingy on defense this year and have done enough to win games and put them in a good spot. They're 5-3. What do you think about Browns at Ravens on Sunday?
You know what, Browns, I like them. I like them, coming off of, Deshaun Watson being out for a few weeks and then now coming back and having a solid game. I think it gave him some time to kind of regather himself and regroup in regards to his focus and where he wants to be for his level of play for the year. I think he may have regained it last week. These guys, man, they're interesting because of they got the shutout last week. It was the Cardinals last week, right?
For the Browns, yeah.
For the Browns, yeah. It was the Cardinals. They got the shutout defensively, so they're going to be amped up, coming in here playing the Ravens against a high-powered offense led by Lamar Jackson, whom I think is questionable, should be up there in the mentionings of MVP for the year, the way he's been playing and leading his team this year because he's been healthy. And so it's going to be a tall task for those guys, for the Browns. I do think the Ravens are going to pull it out, though, for sure. But I think they're going to give them a closer game than we expect, I believe.
Last one for you, Marcus. Lions at Chargers. I like this one because just about every Chargers game is wild and crazy, and the Lions can play in some fun ones. So I think this will be a fun one in the 4 o'clock slate on Sunday. Who you got in that one? Detroit and Los Angeles.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Detroit on this one, man. I think... Man, if Goff and those guys offensively can get back to the play-action game as opposed to, just drop back and having him throw the football down the field, if they can utilize their run game and capitalize on the play-action off of that, I think they'll work out better and be more explosive. And then, of course, their defense has been playing stellar. And then you got Jekyll and Hyde with the Chargers.
Yeah.
They've been, it's been an interesting year for them. Of course, they lost one of the star receivers early in the year, so I think that's made a big difference. But the offensive line hasn't been that great, I don't think, overall this year. They need to pick it up and protect the quarterback better. Their defense played stellar last week, which was great to see for them, coming up big in that game. And so I think it's going to be a great one. But I do think the Lions are going to take it, though, for sure.
Marcus, enjoyed it, man. We like our Thursday chats with you, talking a little football. Hopefully the Pirates can pull one out on Saturday, and we'll have a win to talk about when we revisit with you.
Man, that'll be awesome. I sure hope so, man. And then go Pirates, go Lady Pirates, women's Pirates as well.
Yes, sir. About to tip it off in 35 or so minutes. Enjoyed it, Marcus. Thank you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Same here, man. You guys take care.
Thank you. There is the Hall of Famer, Marcus Crandell, joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Shirley, let's before we get to KMO, let's go and do our giveaway right now and make somebody a winner.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Wow, Power Radio, gonna be awesome.
What are we giving away today?
How about a gift card to A.J. McMurphy?
Man, had a fun night last night. Good crowd out at Sports Trivia. We do it every Wednesday night. Tonight they'll be watching some Thursday night football and having a good old time out at AJ's. What call are you looking for?
Let's go with 9.
All right, caller 9, 317-1250. Back with Kevin Monroe after this.
here at Brown & Wood with Jeff Stahn. Jeff, I've noticed a lot of great GMC pickup trucks on the lot.
Yes, sir. We have 2500s and 1500s in stock and the all-new 3.0 Duramax diesel. We earn 30 extra trucks on allocation, so go online, brownandwood.com, or stop in, build your truck, we'll get it coming for you. Brown & Wood, voted number one by the customer in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Once you get Jersey Mike's Catering with 12 subs for any event, I'll tell you, there's no going back to other catering. That would be like going back to using Morse code.
Welcome to Jersey Mike's.
Okay, here we go.
A pickle slice wrapped in a napkin.
Oh, wait, try this.
A brownie with extra olive oil?
Whoops, I mixed up my dots and dashes. Here.
1,800 catering boxes coming right up.
Uh-oh. Nope, there's no going back once you get catering at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
This is Dr. Chris Barsani from Orthopedic Season Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injuries or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedic Seats provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Wally's 2 Kettle Corn in Winterville is where you can find the tastiest popcorn around. Make it a movie night at home with Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. They have over 50 flavors to choose from, including classics like cheddar, caramel, and my favorite, better butter. Or try their specialty flavors such as Chicago Style, Wintergreen Mix, and MJ's Cheesecake. Wally's 2 also caters, so if you're hosting a party or event, satisfy your company with delicious popcorn. Check them out on Facebook or stop by and see Wally today on Fire Tower Road across from Sam Jones Barbecue. Wally's 2 Kettle Corn. Make it a poppin' day.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
The Angus Grill is your premier spot for the best burgers, cheesesteaks, and brisket sandwiches around. Join us for our unmatched variety of burger combinations. From the mushroom bacon Swiss burger to the jalapeno popper burger to the original Angus classic. Pair that burger with our amazing onion rings, tots, fries, or sweet potato fries. Angus Grill, with 4 amazing locations in Eastern North Carolina, including Winterville near Pitt Community College, on Jarvis Street in Uptown Greenville, and on Statensburg Road near the hospital. It's the best burger around, guaranteed.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Lane Hoover, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. And the Buccaneer Music Hall has all the fun for your Sunday Fun Day covered. Every Sunday, kick off the day at the Buck with the largest 4K screen in Greenville, along with 18 TVs, so you don't miss a game. They'll have mimosa specials, a Bloody Mary menu, and pizza all day from Pizza Hut. And don't forget the weekly jersey giveaway starting at 5 o'clock. Score every Sunday at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, thank you, Shirley Rhodes, doing triple quad duty over there with no Chon, who had to get over to Minji's Coliseum. Could have left right now and got there in time, but it's neither here nor there. We're right down the road from it. Hey, I expect some great content from Chandler coming out of this women's game tonight. The best. Nothing but the best from our guy, Chon. All right, do we have Kevin Monroe ready to go?
We do.
All right, let's head out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to the former Pirate and color analyst of the ECU Pirates. He is KMO Kevin Monroe, joining us on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Kevin, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Clip. I hope you are.
Yes, sir. Doing well and getting ready for another Pirate Game Day Saturday. We'll be with you at noon on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, taking you up to kickoff. We have a little basketball in there as well as East Carolina tips off at 2 o'clock against Campbell. But we'll talk Pirate football, and after the game, the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Myself, Jason Nichols, taking your calls after the game. And Kevin, unfortunately, it is Groundhog Day for this East Carolina team. We were wondering how the defense would bounce back after a shaky performance against UTSA, and man, they passed all tests on Saturday against Tulane. But again, the offense struggled. Just the number of total plays, Kevin, 41. I think less than 200 yards of offense. Just a struggle once again for this offense on the field against Tulane.
Yeah, first I'll speak of the defense. I think the defense, as you said, they came to play, and that UTSA game was, too many misassignments, misalignments, guys not being where they're supposed to be, big plays happening. I think they had, 3 or 4 plays that totaled 300 yards in that game against our defense. And so glad to see them bounce back and not give up big plays and not get down score-wise where the offense could help them out a little bit. But again, the offense just doesn't keep pace. They start out the game scoring the first 10 points. Actually, probably should have had 14. Flynn misses Jalen Johnson in the back of the end zone for a touchdown on that first drive. They get the touchdown on the second drive, go up 10-0, and then literally the lights go out, after the first quarter, and nothing else gets going. And I actually, from my vantage point, I thought Rajay Harris looked good. He looked fresh. He was making some moves I hadn't seen in a while. He was doing some good things in the running game, but the fact that we couldn't pass the football just shut the door on that, because they were able to line up, 6, 7, 8 in the box and stop the run game. And it's going to be that way no matter who we play the remainder of the year. If we cannot throw the football successfully and consistently, they're going to load up the box. We won't have a running game. So just disappointing to not see them, play better offensively, because if the offense plays on par with the defense, we've got a winning record for sure this year. But the offense just hasn't shown up in most ball games.
Yeah, Kevin, and I've heard, and heck, even maybe said it myself, maybe in not these terms, but talked to somebody Sunday watching some NFL, and they said, man, I hate that we're wasting this good year of defense. And the record is what it is, because, as you said, we're probably going bowling if we have any kind of competent offense out there. And now it's starting to look to next year, and you just hope, Kevin, they can keep the pieces. And by that, I mean Blake Harrell. Keep him here. Keep Revel. Keep this D-line intact. Keep these young playmakers on the Pirate defense for another year, and then add to the offense and maybe retool that entire thing on that side of the ball. But you just wonder if you can get this carryover from this defense, because it's been pretty solid under Blake Harrell. But again, this is about the best we've seen. Some compared it to even the Skip era and the defenses we had back then.
I can remember going back a few years when Blake Harrell was introduced during a basketball game when he first was hired, and hearing him talk and hearing how excited people were about him, hearing how excited Coach Houston was about him. You didn't know what to expect, but our defense up to that point wasn't very good, if you remember. And he came in. It seemed like overnight he turned that defense around, and they're tackling 11 minutes of the ball. They're covering the deep pass. Like, it's a different mentality. And you make a great point. Like, people are going to be after him. Like, you see a 1-8 team that's holding, offenses to a certain amount of yard, holding teams to a certain amount of points. That's impressive. That's impressive for as much as they're out there. So people are going to be after him. And if you can't retain him and you don't turn this offense around, dumpster fire. So you've got to keep him here, and you've got to get this offense going, because that defense is what makes Pirate football at least fun to watch right now, because otherwise there's not a whole lot going on.
Chandler, we might need to bring back the Blake Harrell smear campaign. A couple of years ago, we started saying some stuff on the radio. Blake Harrell's favorite band is Nickelback. Blake Harrell kicks puppies. What else do we say, Chandler? And Blake Harrell actually learned about that and had a good sense of humor about it, luckily. But, we want to keep him around as long as possible. One question on the defense, Kevin. We got some calls on the fifth quarter Saturday. Blake Harrell's been known as a very aggressive defensive coordinator. Have you noticed them sitting back more this year from your vantage point and not blitzing as much this season?
That's a good question, and yeah, to an extent, holding back or sitting back as opposed to not blitzing as often. I guess those are two different things. I feel like maybe he feels like, because he's got Deontay Johnson, because he's got Chad Stevens, because he's got Jeremy Lewis, and some pretty good linebackers, that he feels like if he just rushes those 3 or 4, we can get enough pressure, we can get enough people in the running lane to where we can keep the linebackers back and play them in the passing zones. And so I say that to say he feels good enough about his D-line that he doesn't have to blitz as much, but I don't think that means he's less aggressive. It's just that he's just playing it differently. You can take away two things from an offensive coordinator. You can take away the run game and the pass at the same time if you are allowed to keep your linebackers back in the passing zone. So I think it's a little bit more of that. It's more strategy-based because he feels good what he's got up front. But, yeah, you're exactly right in that they are not blitzing as much.
Weaver, then we talked about that, and Weaver brought this up and said, if you had an offense that could go down the field and score, would you be more likely to take chances defensively and send more of a blitz and do more things like that? And his point was we're so conservative on offense that maybe it's making our defense more conservative and not taking as many chances. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know if I'd say the defense is conservative, but certainly you're conserving energy, right? Like, you can't blitz guys twice every 4 downs and then expect them to be back on the field 3 plays later after the offense goes 3 and out. So yeah, you're killing your guys by blitzing a bunch. If we could get off the field and then sit over there and rest for 10, 12 play drives, then yeah, I think they'd be blitzing more. But I think they're trying not to make a big miss in terms of blitzing and letting the quarterback skirt out the back end, or blitzing and giving up a deep pass. They're trying to avoid that and hope they can get pressure just off the front 4.
Kevin Monroe joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. I sent out kudos to Phil Steele and the prognosticators earlier this week because, Kevin, before the season started, they had a 4-team race for the American Championship, and those 4 teams were Tulane, SMU, UTSA, and Memphis, and that's how it looks right now in the standings. And then there was kind of a 2-team group with FAU and East Carolina. Well, FAU's 3-2 in the league. East Carolina, the only team out of those 6 not doing their part. You look at FAU, 4-5 overall in year 1 of Tom Herman, 3-2 in conference play. And again, with these Pirates, I don't feel confident we're going to win, but I do feel confident no matter who they play against, it's going to be a pretty good game and a close game in the third or fourth quarter. And I'm expecting that again, Kevin, on the road against FAU this week.
Yeah, no, that's a good point because, when the teams have been better, maybe not so much with Michigan, but at least Michigan wasn't a complete dismantling. I mean, they played pretty well against Michigan's run game. They hung around for a while until Michigan pulled away. But in every game where there's a good opponent, App State, Marshall, UTSA, you name it, Tulane, the Pirates have lined up and they've competed at least for 3 quarters. And that fourth quarter seems to get away from us, even both offensively and defensively. So they have been competitive. And how many times have we seen Mike Houston go to that, podium at the end of the game and we were 1, 2, 3 plays away? Because, technically, maybe we have been, but we just haven't moved the football. So, yeah, I'm with you. I think we'll go in on Saturday. We'll play well. We'll have an opportunity. For once, we're not facing a super mobile quarterback. I think their guy has negative net rushing yards all year. Some of that's from sacks, but he doesn't want to run the football. He's got 11 touchdown passes to 8 interceptions, so he's going to make some mistakes. So offensively, they are not as dynamic, not as good as some teams we've seen. And so hopefully our defense can make some plays get the offense the ball back in some prime field positions where they can make something happen, and maybe even bring Conrad into it, because at least if you can get field goals, you're getting something.
Pirates Owls this Saturday, 4:00. We'll be with you noon on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, and after the game, U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Kevin, we'll wrap it up with a little Cowboys talk. How about sage, wise Cowboy fan Brian Bailey came in Monday, and he wasn't hooting, hollering, or upset, or cussing or anything. He said, We'll get him in January. Bailey's really focused on January. He thinks the Cowboys will get there, and he thinks that's the time to win. How about you? What was your take on Cowboys-Eagles? Great game on Sunday in Philly.
It was a great game, and I was, and I think I mentioned this last week, I never was confident that we'd go in there and win. What I wanted to see was them to go in there, play it close, have a chance to win late, because it's just a tough place to play. One of the best teams in the NFL. I knew it would be hard. We split with them last year, home and away. So I felt like that was probably going to happen. So I was pleasantly surprised with how well Dak played. I was pleasantly surprised at how we were able to move the football up and down the field on them. So those things were good. I'd like to see them play a little bit better defensively. But, yeah, I was okay with the loss in that we had a shot to win it, and it was on the road. If they beat us in Dallas, that's a different story. But the way that game ended, I'm okay with it.
Kevin Monroe joining us. Kevin, what do you think of Keaton getting loose, having a big game on Sunday? That was pretty cool to see.
I love that. I hate that C.J. Stroud had such a good game because Keaton should have been Rookie of the Week. I mean, he lit it up, and I love having him getting the spotlight, getting the game ball. I saw y'all's coverage of that on Instagram, so that's really cool. And having Coach Harbaugh talk about him, and just that one game is going to keep him in the mix the rest of the year, which is awesome. And,
man, seeing this has been a pretty brutal stretch for quarterbacks, injuries, guys coming in we've never heard of, rookies playing, all that. And I've never been one of these guys that, Holton Ahlers is going to end up in Canton. I was glad to see him get a shot with Seattle. Now I am turning into one of these. Where's Holton Ahlers with all these quarterbacks? He's better than some of these guys. It is. I mean, you look at it. You're a football guy, Kevin. I'd love to quiz you on who the hell are these quarterbacks playing this Sunday in the NFL.
How about that? Like, they're coming out of nowhere. I mean, it starts with the guy in Chicago.
Yeah.
With the Bajan or whatever you call him. But he seems to be a decent player. But these quarterbacks are popping up out of anywhere. Second and third string that you've never heard of getting opportunities. So, shoot, I mean, everything that Holton's done since leaving here, whether it was All-Star games, whether it was preseason, he's performed. He's done well. And so he deserves an opportunity. I mean, look what Gardner Minshew's done in the league.
Yeah.
He's been up there. I mean, certain guys, they figure it out at different levels, and Holton has seemed to figure it out. He did his thing here, but even since then, he's been shining every time he's been given the opportunity.
Yeah, would love to see him get a shot. Kevin Monroe joining us. Kevin, a few more games to go. Hopefully we can get a win or two down the stretch here. I know it's been tough for you calling the games, and as a former Pirate, you want it more than anybody, and hopefully we can pull the guys together for a win here.
Listen, getting some wins, if they get these last three or two out of the last three, that gives you momentum going into the offseason. It allows you to tell the recruits, hey, we improved at the end. We're going to build off that momentum next season. Keep coming here. That helps people that are in the transfer portal that are thinking about leaving, maybe says, hey, stay here. And it helps people that we're thinking about getting, that, hey, this thing is turning around at the end. So, yeah, getting some wins late, even though it won't mean a whole lot, wins, losses-wise or postseason-wise, it'll mean a lot in terms of retention and recruiting.
Kevin, thanks as always, man. We'll keep in touch. Talk to you again soon.
All right, Clip. Appreciate it, man.
There he is, Kevin Monroe, joining us on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll take another time out, come back. Charlie will run over what National Day it is today.
Works for me.
And have more for you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday with the stylings of Velvet Revolver, a supergroup. No, that's Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots /
from Guns N' Roses.
In fact, was it every other member of Guns N' Roses? Or I don't know who else was in
because
that group.
the drummer was from Guns N' Roses, and then I don't know who the guitarist was. I didn't recognize him unless he was like one of those fill-ins for Duff from years back, but I didn't recognize him.
What I like about it is, and I was never a huge STP fan, but I love this song. I like the way Scott Weiland sings it, but that Slash guitar that comes in just a moment. is legendary. And we'll be back.
Right now.
Well, we'll be back after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Do you want to go to the next ECU home game for free? Well, stop by Greenville Auto World and register to win tickets to see the Pirates play. Greenville Auto World has supported the Pirates for 47 years and will be drawing for free ticket winners weekly. Need an oil change or new tires? Remember Greenville Auto World for all of your vehicle service needs. And if you're shopping for something new, visit DriveHereNow.com for the best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Greenville Auto World. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Hi Pirates, this is Holden Ehlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Amanda Houston, and when it came time to make the game-winning play for relaxation at our house, I made the right call to Jamie Lang and Carolina Hardscapes. Jamie and his team built the backyard oasis of our dreams with a beautiful custom paver patio, outdoor lighting, and fireplace. Make your backyard incredible and call Carolina Hardscapes today at 364-1201 or visit their showroom on Fire Tower Road across from Bostic Suck. Go Pirates!
Get holiday shopping done today at Naughty Life in downtown Washington. This is Gina from Naughty Life, and our store is stocked with the best gifts for your family and friends. Need a new Yeti cup or cooler? Then you can find it here at Naughty Life. Looking for some jewelry, sunglasses, or cool new apparel? Come to Naughty Life today. Also remember, we offer free gift wrapping and great customer service that will help you find a gift for the hard-to-buy person. Enjoy less holiday stress and more fun at Naughty Life on Main Street in downtown Washington.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of Pip Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to growth.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
I'm only happy when it rains. I'm only happy when it's complicated. And no, you can't breathe.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room is your favorite place in downtown Greenville for lunch, dinner, or drinks with friends. 5th Street Hardware serves lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday, plus brunch starting at 10:30 on Saturdays and Sundays. Follow 5th Street on Instagram for the latest events and specials. 5th Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room, right beside the State Theater in downtown Greenville. And once again, a reminder, the Shimmer Holiday VIP Night is tonight. It is Shimmer's favorite time of the year, so stop into both locations. It starts at 6 o'clock, runs till 9 o'clock, so you got about 10 minutes before it starts for store-wide sales. Spin the prize wheel, and a whole lot more is happening from 6 until 9 o'clock tonight on Shimmer on 2 locations, on Greenville Boulevard behind Longhorn Restaurant and in Winterville next to New River Pottery. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Cliff.
Alrighty, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We still got one more break to take, so we'll do a little seg here. Oh, cool. Our old friend Ronnie Woodward just sent a picture of his replica banner, Shirley.
Oh, that looks pretty sweet.
God, I hope Chandler can grab me one. And, of course, you too, but more so me, because I'm selfish. I'm a selfish person. I am very proud today.
I hope he remembers to do that, because if he doesn't, well, that's not going to bode well for him, I don't think.
I'm proud of my daughter. She did some volunteer work. She's in a some sort of class program, but she did some volunteer work at a medical establishment here in Greenville today.
Okay.
And I asked her how it went. She said it went good. They had me sorting papers the whole time, which I could use their help here.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, you could use a little help there, bud.
But, she's not away doing stuff on her own away from Judy and I,
Right.
So it's like independence, and I'm very proud of her. I'm also scared that she'll find out that she doesn't always have to be around her parents and can go do other fun things.
And I need you to drive me, Dad.
And what that's going to lead to. So a little nervous, but very proud of Lily Grace. National Day today. It is World Adoption Day.
Okay.
Encourages adoptees to share their stories. It's also a day for adoptive parents to connect with others and reflect upon their adoption journey.
You can talk to Jason about that.
There you go. Shirley experienced that very recently. It is World Freedom Day. It commemorates the fall of the Berlin Wall. This historic event signified the end of communism in Central and Eastern Europe.
Speaking of that, do you remember a musician? He was an actor, but he was also a musician, very, very popular in Germany, who sang on top of the Berlin Wall before it fell.
I think you gave me enough hints, but I don't think musician is what we know this person as.
That is correct.
You're talking about David Hasselhoff?
You are correct, because Germans love David Hasselhoff.
One of the more random things in our lifetime.
And the name of the song, I believe, was called Freedom.
There you go. It is National Louisiana Day. National Louisiana Day recognizes the state that brought us such treasures as jazz, Creole, and American Mardi Gras. What's your favorite
and
thing
beignets
about Louisiana? Beignets?
Oh, Cafe Du Monde. I love a beignet from the Cafe Du Monde.
It is Microtia.
Who?
Microtia. Microtia. Microtia?
Maybe.
It is a disability. From the Latin terms, little ears. Every 9,000 child is born with this.
Interesting.
The ears do not fully develop.
Oh.
So, okay. I need to know more about this day.
Okay.
And, oh no, what is this? This is like a Wes Hines thing. National Scrapple Day.
Scrapple.
For those not familiar with scrapple, it is traditionally a mush of pork scraps and trimmings combined with cornmeal, wheat flour, and spices.
That does not sound appetizing at all.
But wait, Shirley. The mush, which you keep saying mush.
But wait, there's more.
The mush is then formed into a semi-solid loaf sliced and pan fried.
Ew. Yeah, that sounds right up Wes Hines' alley.
Looks very like Spanish kind of, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't look very appealing.
No. Mm-mm.
All right.
No, I don't want to celebrate that day.
Scrabble Day. Interesting.
No. That's Scrapple.
Scrapple. Yeah. Scrabble.
Not Scrabble. Scrabble, I'll play.
I'm down with Scrabble, not so much Scrapple. Let's take our final break. We'll come back. Get ready to wrap things up here on a Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Bud Light was brewed to be delicious and easy to drink beer, even when the little things in life are hard, like when your flight has no Wi-Fi, but no one can disturb you while you recline and enjoy a beer. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up a Bud Light at a local retailer today. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvage marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in Uptown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Taylor from Fleet Feet, making sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season. Locally owned and operated by ECU alums Chris and Kendra Lunyon, Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoes, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come see us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf and Ski location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
The brunch is back. The famous brunch buffet at Fifth Street Hardware has a variety of breakfast and lunch items from 10:30 to 2, including an omelet station and prime rib, and a special Sunday cocktail menu, including mimosa flights. Don't forget, Fifth Street Hardware has lunch specials every day, along with over 40 beers on tap. Trivia Wednesday, live music every Thursday night, and a late night menu through the weekend. Visit FifthStreetHardware.com or give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram for a weekly lineup and more. Go Pirates!
The best place to go before hitting the water is Pirate Waters Outfitters in Washington. This is Captain Bo Brooks, and at Pirate Waters Outfitters is the store with the clothing you need to enjoy the outdoors. Shop the best outdoor brands like Gut Camp, Marshwear, AFCO, and Foul Weather Gear by Grundon. Enhance your on-the-water fun with a turtle box speaker, a pair of Bahio sunglasses, or Smithy cast iron cookware. Pirate Water Outfitters on Market Street in downtown Washington, right next door to Breaking Bread, and also on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, honey, the holidays are almost here. You know we're hosting, right?
Yes, dear.
Did you get those things done that I asked you to do?
Yes, dear.
Really?
Yes, dear.
You cleaned the gutters, pressure washed the driveway, and replaced our HVAC system?
Yes, dear. Doing it right now.
Really? Because it looks like you're sitting in your chair watching football.
I called Delcor. They got us a brand new HVAC unit for just $120 a month.
Wow, $120 a month? That's pretty good.
And for only $30 more a month, we got the Delcor service plan that covers preventative maintenance and repairs, including parts and labor for 10 years. That's them.
Wow, that is a great deal. Well, the kids and I are going out. Enjoy the game.
Yes, dear.
Visit DelcorInc.com to find out how you can get a new replacement HVAC system for under $120 a month with top-of-the-line manufacturers like Trane. It's hard to stop a train. Go to DelcorInc.com or call Delcor, the service professionals.
This is Josh Gross, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Taking a quick look at your stock market report. It was a rough day. The Dow dropped 220 points and closed at 33,891. The NASDAQ was down 128 at 13,521. S&P dropped 35 points, ended the day at 4,347. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to Clip. I have no idea why you're laughing.
Oh, no, Shirley.
He forgot, didn't he?
No.
He messed up.
No, this is nothing about Sean, but something is messed up. Apparently, like a string snapped or something, and the banner will not roll down.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, poor ECU. So the banner is just rolled up there at the top. I guess it won't unfurl or whatever.
Oh, you gotta be joking.
Get somebody up there and get that thing unraveled there. Holy moly. All right. We'll see you on Friday. Fun show today. Back with you Friday for a football free beer Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. For Shirley Rhodes and the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio.